We drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sick and tired about the weather knocking out power or even worse, damaging appliances. Call Climate Design Home Services at 727-295-1572. or visit climatedesign.com. Not only can Climate Design protect your appliances and home's electrical system with a whole home surge protector, but they can also install standby generators. Climate Design Home Services is your go-to home services provider when it comes to storm preparation. Don't risk your power and your valuable appliances during this year's storm season. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and get the electrical protection that your home needs. Again, it's 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com, 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Corona is now the official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're giving you the chance to score tickets to a game, including VIP pirate ship access, custom Corona Bucs Yeti coolers, and more. Visit coronafootball.com for details. Corona, game day's favorite beer. Flags up, limes in.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it. Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Never fast, taking
moments where I can really get lost in being a fan of the station and of radio in general. And if it was the spilled olive oil that had me running late yesterday, it was trying to decipher the Jackhammer Monica lesbian riddle that unfolded today on JP. That legit, I went to the sauna for a bit like I do, and I just couldn't get out of my car because I was so captivated by possibly learning of a coworker of ours in a lesbianic three-way with Monica and Jackhammer. So kudos to JP, Monica, and you, Diz. Hell of a program today that made me realize we do these things. Like we have Joj in here, we do all these other things, and we jokingly say, "Oh, these people are all just horny." We are, and that's it. And I'm no better than that. I'm just hanging on every single word. And I'll say this, Diz. By the way, my name's John Senning. This is Senning Show. We got a hell of a program for you today. 800-771-1025. Get up in the vroom, 1025 The Bone on YouTube. Click on the little live circle, and you will be right in there with everybody else, chatting it up and watching the program. The building is buzzing. The building is buzzing now that everybody wants to know, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's your guys' baby, obviously. But I can tell you that the building is buzzing with speculation. Names are being thrown out, and I told Monica this to her face moments ago, so I have no problem saying it out loud. And I'll just say there was a group of coworkers that were by and in the office. Drew's here as well, and we were talking about this, and everyone was throwing out guesses and thoughts, and they started down the road of, well, you guys know who Jackhammer is, right? And me and Drew look at each other like, no, nobody knows who Jackhammer is. So they're like, oh no, we probably shouldn't tell him. All I will say is this: I do not believe this. I would say almost as a fact, I would say it's definitely couldn't be true.
Why?
But
okay, go on.
But
Yeah.
there are people in this building who believe as fact that Jackhammer is Spike on the mic.
Listen, I will say this. They were really close. Spike's a very horny man.
I just can't see it, dude.
And there was a time when Monica said she was absolutely talking to Jackhammer. They weren't communicating at all. It was around the same time.
That her and Spike had a little falling out?
They would not even talk to each other.
Well,
it was a little weird. I'm not saying that he is.
I'll say this. At the very least, it's a mystery maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, but that is not what I experienced today. I talked to people who believed it was a understood fact that that's who Jackhammer is, and then it leads me to believe how many other people think that is fact as well. If it's in the building where all of these people work together, clearly it's not an isolated thought process.
Having worked with Monica for so long now, there are things I am learning about her, and times like this, I'm able to eliminate certain people. I'll tell you this: the reason how I know it's absolutely not Spike, Monica she knows what Spike's ego's like. She knows how big his head is. There's no way she would call him Jackhammer and give him that title.
Yeah, that's
no way happening ever.
There's a million reasons why, but good stuff. And hopefully, I pitched it to you guys. I was hoping that tomorrow Monica would host it and you guys would do Lesbo in the envelope, and then everybody has to try and guess. And if they can nail it, then she will admit it. But we have a hell of a program today at 2:00 today. I'm very, very excited. My buddy Trey Lawson, he is the owner of all of the Liquor Depot locations in Tampa Bay, and he really is so much more than that. He's probably going to end up being more famous than all of us. He just launched a YouTube channel where he's doing tons of great stuff. He's really, really good at tapping into brands, and he's great. He's done a bunch of stuff with guys from Barstool, and the big thing that's coming up, I believe he announced the date last night. I'll wait and save it for 2:00. But his partnership with the Mike Alstott Family Foundation, and then picking these barrels of whiskey and bourbon that get sold, and nearly all the profit and the proceeds go to the Mike Alstott Family Foundation. So we're going to have him in. I believe. I don't want to tell tales. I think he's going to bring a sample of the barrel pick that we selected the other night, and we'll get a chance to try it in the studio. So we'll do that at 2:00. Yeah, I was so excited to see it, and I had heard murmurs of this. And it kind of all ties in together because we're going to be out at the brisket shop on Saturday giving away tailgate tickets for the Mike Calta tailgate. And the Bucs have officially announced their chef series where every home game, there will be a different chef from a local restaurant featured. You probably heard it being chatted about throughout the day. I heard Johnny B talking about it earlier. And the first week of the proceedings, September 21st, versus the Jets, serving Wagyu burnt end sandwich on a sourdough brioche bun with homemade pickles and pickled red onion is the GOAT himself, the legend, the man behind the brisket shop, Chef Danny Hernandez. So what an exciting week for us to be so partnered up with him. We'll be out there on Saturday, myself and Gio, sore subject, I'm sorry it is, and we'll be broadcasting from 12 to 2. Tailgate tickets every 15 minutes. And obviously, if you've never ate at the brisket shop, it's a reason to do that. I did find out a little bit ago there is a new element to it. There will be a live, I don't know the right word to call it, a live grilling exhibition with myself and Danny where we are going to be cooking up some giant tomahawk ribeyes after the broadcast. And I can't promise what it'll be like, but last time we did this, we cooked up a bunch of food and we just sliced it up and served it to everybody that was kind of there. So it's going to be a fun day on Saturday. Make your plans if you're looking to get some tailgate tickets.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing Saturday, but I think I'm going to try to make it out.
Swing through. And then you're pretty locked in for the tailgate on
Sunday for sure. We're going to the tailgate. It's just a matter of with who. I don't know if Pap and Christy are going to go. I imagine they will. Ian says he's locked in. We're just trying to figure out how we're going to go because I don't know if we're going to go to the game.
I heard you could possibly be going to the game.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see what's up. I'm not going to push for JP, but if he happens to make a call.
If it happens, I'm going to be up in the game as well, courtesy of my friends at Corona. You'll be hearing a bunch more about them and what they got going on with the Bucs this season as well. I wanted to do something different because we have a guest at 2 today. I wanted to blow out all of the Mike Calta tailgate passes that we have right here in this first segment. And what I'm looking for is the worst male fail. And by male, I mean male, dude, bro, the guy. There was a story that I saw this morning. And the fact of the matter is this is going to be women only. I know there are a lot of women out there whose husbands probably are telling them they want to go to the tailgate. Ironically enough, you're going to need to throw your man under the bus to get your way into the tailgate with the worst male fail. I saw a story right before we got started. Anniversaries are meant to honor love and commitment, but for one TikTok user, a second wedding anniversary became a painful memory of unequal effort. This lady is 31 years old. She said, I spent weeks planning his gift. I knew what he wanted. He'd been talking about it for months. I got him this very expensive smartwatch. I wrapped it nicely, cooked his favorite meal, and set up candies. Or it's not candies, it's candles. Her husband's gift? A $100 gift card to a video game store.
A video game store?
That is his video game store. And when she got it, he laughed and said, well, we can both use it. Since you're forced to watch me play all the time, you'll now be able to pick out some games.
Oh, my God.
She subsequently left the man, but all you'll have to do is give us your worst male fail, whether it's a forgotten anniversary, a bad gift, a terrible date, whatever it is. We are a predominantly male-leaning station here, so we will open up the phone lines for ladies to shame a man with the male fail. 800-771-1025.
Can I give an example?
Please.
Danielle explained this on the show, not your Danielle. You looked like, Radio Danielle, a fail early on with Derek, her husband, that he went to her mom and his sister and asked for gift ideas for dinner.
Oh,
and got the
yes.
purse.
Yeah, that would be
That's
the
a
one.
fail.
And it was something that she did not want at all.
It was like an expensive Coach bag. And she's like, ew.
Another one that just popped into my head that we talked about recently on the show was my good buddy Jake that I used to do the crowded table with.
Okay.
That he was going to propose and he had just bought a ring and him and his wife got into an argument because he wasn't having a drink at the Chili's because deep down he knew he just spent too much money.
Yep.
And when they got into a fight about why he wasn't having a drink, right there in the parking lot of Chili's. He said, "This is why I wasn't drinking, because I just spent all the money on this ring." And it was a beautiful moment, and they're still together. But I think that qualifies as a male fail. I've got 5 pairs of passes to the Mike Calta tailgate that will give away to 5 ladies who have been failed by a male. Welcome to Senning Show. Who's this? This is not a male, or this is not a female.
You heard?
I heard a little. I heard a little grunt. I heard a little noise, and I don't feel it's a female. Hello.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes you got to butter up the. Ladies. 800-771-1025. Senning Show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Larry in Lakeland.
Hey, Larry. Also not a lady. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on? All right. Here's a male fail. As a young male, I'm at the YMCA. Taking a shower, everything's cool, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot my towel out by the pool area, and walked completely out there with no trunks on.
That's not. I don't think. I don't know if for a fact you could get any further away from what we were actually hoping to do. And I know, ladies, maybe you feel bad about putting your man on blast, but it'll ease the pain a lot when you tell them that they're going to get to go eat endless food from the brisket shop and drink Bud Lights for free all day long leading up to the Jets game. So, female or nah on the next line?
Not.
Another not.
Yep.
God damn it. 800-771-1025. You're live on Senning Show. Who's this?
Joy.
It's a lady. Okay. It's a real lady. How you doing, Joy?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing really good. What's going on today?
So I think I got a pretty decent story for you. This just actually happened last week for my birthday.
Okay.
So,
your birthday. How old are you? Can I ask?
I just turned 30.
Oh, wow. A 30-year-old lady listening to the show. Love to hear it. What happened, Joy?
So if my boyfriend's listening to this, I love you. It's all good.
Yeah,
but,
and you're going to be eating brisket shop, baby. Don't you worry about it. Once you get that meat in your mouth, you're going to forget all the bad things you did.
So basically, long story short, we had planned to go on a cruise for my birthday and just like a little vacation getaway. I did end up spending like all together close to like $2,500 for like everything, including other things and what have you.
What are the other things? The way you said that, you made it sound salacious. Are you like bringing whips and chains and stuff? Like, what were the other things? Like a drink package? Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, just like everything leading up to it and getting everything ready for it.
And he knew about this, right? This wasn't a surprise cruise. You guys were planning on this together.
Yeah, he knew about it. Okay. And so when this happened last week, so leading up to my birthday, we went on this cruise a couple days after my birthday. So leading up to my birthday, we didn't really talk. He didn't like ask me what I wanted or anything. I wasn't really expecting much. And then on my birthday, he gets home and we go out to lunch. And he basically like picked the place. I didn't even really get to pick the place. And then, so I was already kind of like, about that. And then to top it all off, my mom threw me a like kind of surprise birthday party on my birthday. And he ended up getting so drunk that he got into an argument with somebody working there and he got kicked out.
Oh my God. It was at a restaurant?
Nice.
Correct. Yeah.
What was the argument about? Like wrong food?
I don't know. We were doing music bingo. To be honest, we did smash like a half a handle of Tito's.
There we go. There. That's my girl, Joy. Get after it. You're only 31, so I love to hear it.
Yeah, so I don't know. They were doing music bingo, and they got an argument about something, and they came to me and they're like, "He has to go," and I was like, "Well."
How was the cruise overall?
The cruise is great. The only thing that sucked is my excursion got canceled, which is like the only reason I really wanted to go. But we made the best of it. We went to Cozumel and we had a really good time. So overall,
all right. Well, I
it
think,
was all right.
I think just boiling it down to getting so drunk that he got in a fight with somebody at the restaurant during your surprise party is absolutely a male fail, Joy. And you and your man, or whoever the hell you want to take, are going to be all set for the tailgate on Sunday. Just hang tight for me, okay?
Sweet, thanks.
You bet. That's a tough one.
Yeah, arguing to the point where you're getting kicked out of place.
Well, and you should set a parameter and a rule. You should never be significantly more drunk than your partner on their birthday.
Yes.
Like they have to be the one who is the most buzzed at that period of time. So just by being too drunk, borderline male fail. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Katie. I'll just use a fake name.
That's fine.
Is this general like mail fails?
Yeah, mail fails. Yeah, we started with a bad gift, but I'm open to any ladies putting a man on blast with a mail fail. So lay it on us, Katie.
Okay.
What happened?
All right. So I was dating a guy for like roughly 2 months. It was going well, but we kind of he would come over because I had my own place, and that's kind of where we spent the majority of our time. And then we had a date night planned. It was supposed to be like a really nice dinner, and then he texted me and told me his grandma died, and then he wouldn't answer. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. No. I end up going to the bar that night, and he's there with another girl.
No. And you'd been dating for 2 months. Oh, you can't.
That was a female fail.
You can't. That
female
was
fail.
A full-blown female fail. That being said, there are a few rules.
Sorry.
No, you're okay,
Yeah.
but there are a few exceptions to the rule, and I would say retelling the story of when you found out your date lied about his dead grandma does get a free pass at least today. But yeah, just please don't say that again.
Yes. I won't do that. I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Or any other curse words, just for the record.
Yeah. So you see him and you go up to him and you say, "What the F?"
Yes. I say, and the girl is like, excuse me, who are you? And turns out they had been dating for a long time.
You were
over a year.
Oh no, you were the mistress.
So, yes. And I had no clue. She ended up harassing me like for a while. Now we're friends.
Wait, you and the lady or you and the dude?
No, me and the girl.
Oh, well, and I take it they're not together anymore? That you blew that up?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, she stayed with him probably a little bit after, but she was like, I'm sorry, who are you? And I'm like, I was so like shocked and confused and like, what? First of all, you lied about your grandma, and now this. But we bonded after that.
What are the chances that she'll be your +1 at the tailgate on Sunday? What are the chances that be a reality?
Very low, very low.
All right. Do you have a good man in your life?
I do, yes, I do. But Dizzy and I actually matched on Tinder a couple years ago. So
you said years, right?
Yeah, years.
Let's
it
was years.
Clarify that. Yeah.
So what happened? It never came to fruition?
We had a really, we were like going back and forth, and we were having a really good talk. It was funny and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess it just never.
Did he fire off the hog or not?
No, he was very Dizzy, or very funny, very sweet. I don't think any of us we weren't like ignoring each other. Just nothing came from it. That's all.
Okay,
so.
All right. Well, the male fail is in full effect, and Katie, you're going to the tailgate. Just hang tight, okay?
Thanks so much.
Oh, dude, I love hearing.
Is it a male fail on me for dropping the ball with Katie?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm happy now.
We'll have to see what's up with her on Sunday at the tailgate to decide how much you failed. Austin Walker, wish I could experience the adrenaline of needing to smash the dump button one time. I would challenge that I have one of the more aggressive slams on the button. Like somehow I feel like if I hit it harder, it's more likely to work. I don't know what it is. I don't even hit it with my hand. I hit it with the bone. I hit it with the bone in my hand. And
sometimes I don't know. I didn't notice if you did that time, but like sometimes you do it like aggressively and fast.
Yeah,
is that your technique?
I just get to it.
Your technique,
dude. I work that dump button like jackhammer's working over. Let me just put it to you like this: if this dump button came to work on Monday morning, it'd be limping.
It'd be limping. Nose to be limping.
It's upper inner thighs would be aching. Senning Show, we're taking calls on male fails, all kicked off by a story from a guy who got his wife a $100 gift card to a video game store so she could pick the video game that she got to watch him play. And now we're unloading tailgate tickets. Who is this?
Hello, John Senning.
Hi.
I'm Dizzy. It's CJ.
Oh, CJ. How you doing?
How are you guys?
Doing really, really good.
Great.
Hi, buddy. All right, well, and I don't know if this is going to qualify, but when I got married, we got married we were married 6 years and had 2 kids, and then he told me
Do you want to go to the tailgate, CJ? Dude, like, you're here, right? You're in Florida. You want to go to the tailgate?
I'm in Bradenton.
Okay, but you want to come up? You can make the trip up on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I got you. You don't even have to tell us a story. Congratulations. Senning Show, you're live on the air. We've got 2 more tailgate pairs to give away. Who's this?
This is Patricia.
Patricia, what's going on today? How are you?
So I was told you guys are doing mail sale for the tailgate.
That is absolutely.
And my husband loves your show.
Oh, we
and
love
I
your
have
husband.
a great mail sale.
So he's at peace
It's
with you.
embarrassing on his part.
He's at peace with you throwing him under the bus as long as he gets some Wild Fork brisket shop and Bud
I
Light
guess.
on Sunday.
So this was years ago. We were younger. We were drinking a lot, and we're doing stuff, in bed. And he's down there, and all of a sudden, I notice he's sleeping.
No. No.
He was.
No.
Okay, now let's hear all the facts.
Yeah.
Let's hear all the facts. Was it a long time of drinking? Is this like at 3, 4 a.m.?
Wow.
And it was, one of those things where it's like a my pleasure thing. So, and he just fell asleep.
Were you?
Did you notice, like, you heard, like, did you feel him stop and be like, what is that? Or did you hear snoring?
I felt him just stop. And I was like, and I looked down and he's like kind of head tilted to the side.
How early on in the in your guys' relationship?
Oh.
No, was it? Was this like months in, weeks in, years
No,
in?
this was years in. Yeah, we had already done all sorts of freaky stuff.
Yeah, I think you get a little more leeway if that's like within the first handful of times that you guys are doing stuff together. Probably a deal breaker. Like, were you at the point where you were able to laugh it off, or in the moment where you're like, "Come on, baby, Mama's."
Oh yeah, for sure. Because he definitely pleasures me very well. But that was just hilarious. It was hilarious.
Well, so what did you? Was that the end of the night, or did you just grind one out on his face while he was he was sleeping?
Nope. I kind of woke him up, and he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "It's okay. Let's just go to bed."
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Well, that is definitely a front runner for a male fail, and you're going to the tailgate. So thank you for sharing that. What's your I don't know. Do you want to say his name, or would he want you to say his name? I only want to shout
his
him.
nim is John.
John, shout out to John. We love you, Big John.
You know what those are like.
Dude, sometimes us Big Johns get a little sleepy. It can be rough. Thank you, Patricia. Just hang tight. I'm going to get your info during the commercial break. Oh, dude, that's a rough one.
That's a great one.
I mean, that's about as good as it gets. Who have I not taken here? I have 3. I even have took little notes over here, which is very unlike me. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Yeah, John. Hey, flag on the field. Too many women calling in. Hey, I'm going to...
What?
Too many.
Hey, we got too many women out here, bro.
I literally, I know that guy's voice, and he probably listens, and he's a big fan, but undeniably probably one of the dumber things I've heard said in the last 7 to 8 months of this show. If you have full phone lines on this station and it's all women, it's really only a good thing. And sir, I apologize. You just want to win, and you can't win if you're not a lady.
Yeah.
So take it as the personal feelings that you have, and let's not make it seem like it's a bigger thing.
Got to be honest, it's not going to happen now because I'm putting it out there. If he would have called in and pretended to be a woman, might have got tickets.
It could have been
now
funny.
It's too late. Now you ruined it.
Or if he would have called and goes, "Oh, man, I love hearing all these ladies, brother. I love hearing ladies. Oh, man, I wish I was a lady so I could win." That would have got you closer to getting into the tailgate then. Oh, too much punaying up in here, brother. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Oh, hi. I'm a very hot lady. Can you hear me?
Yes, you sound super hot.
But one time, there was this guy came up to me and he said, "Do you like hot dogs?" And I was like, "Of course, with mayo." And he said, "Well, baby, I got the mayo on the inside of this one, but I need a stove."
Thank you. By the way, I ate my back alley hot dogs over the weekend. Dude, so good. It was so good. Like I wouldn't say that I was worried. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, last week I met a very lovely man. I'm drawing a small blank, but I believe his name is Jason. He's from Michigan, and he brought me specialty Michigan hot dogs with specialty Flint, Michigan chili sauce. And on Sunday night, feasted on hot dogs. Got the Martin's potato rolls, griddled up the Kogels, hit it with the Flint style chili, onion, mustard. I wish I had better made chips with potato chips, and it was otherworldly, and I'm doing fine.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Don't make this a regular thing where you're just meeting up with people who are like, hey, I'm from Michigan. You want some food? I got food. And you're like, yeah, why not? Let's get it.
It was funny because my wife, she was shocked.
Yeah.
She was like, you're really eating that, huh? You're really, because the thing was, and again, I ate it and I loved it and it was legit, but the hot dogs like weren't in the original packaging.
Oh my, you left that part out.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, maybe I did.
Yeah, you did.
They weren't in the original packaging. They were like vacuum sealed separately. Like they had been taken out of the package.
They've been tampered with and resealed. I got it.
That's potentially one way to look at it. But again, it took me right back. And the other thing that my wife said was, "Why are you doing this right now? Because we're going to be in Michigan in like a week and a half. Like you're going to be able to legit get the real thing. Why don't you hold on to it?" And I said, "I got to do it." And I washed it down with a Rockin' Rye Faygo. Straight from the streets of Detroit. Whoop, whoop.
What flavor is a Rockin' Rye?
Dude, it's so weird because I drank Rockin' Rye soda my whole life, Faygo, and I could. That question has just never been asked. So when I got it and brought it home, Danielle goes, "What is a Rockin' Rye?" And I looked it up, and it's a bit of a mystery. It's a bit of a mystery where they just call it a unique flavor. I think what it really is like a cherry vanilla.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I would have said that. I don't know if I would have been able to tell you that's exactly what it was, but washed down my dogs with that and made my day.
It does on one of these. There's like a glass one it sells. It does say at the end of it, artificial flavors, cream soda. So,
it's some sort of cream soda. So just a little touch of home, a little touch of Michigan, a little touch of my Juggalo roots, and it seems as if right now I'm doing okay.
Faygo has the most like unique flavors that like they don't really taste. Some of them great as a soda.
Yeah.
Like there's one that sells by us at the corner store. It's a bubblegum flavor.
Oh, that's aggressive, dude.
That's aggressive. But you freeze it, make it into a slushie. Now it's kind of good.
Yeah, that's I'm pretty traditional. I like when it comes to Faygo, I'm a big grape guy. I'm a big orange guy. I like a Rockin' Rye. I like a Red Pop. You ever had a Red Pop? Red Pop.
Red soda.
Red Pop. Well, Red Pop like is the flavor.
Oh, okay.
Of Faygo. Whoop whoop. All right, let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, we're going to dig into that thing. This was a story we didn't get a chance to get to in the joints yesterday. You know I'm a sucker for anything that pertains to animals, especially if it may or may not have a happy ending. This woman from Boston moved to Florida, maybe not knowing or understanding the dangers of alligators while walking her 4-month-old puppy next to a body of water. What happened next? You'll have to keep it locked to the bone to find out. Do not go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way. Get up in the YouTube, watch the program, chat with people who also like the program. YouTube, search 1025 The Bone. That little circle will say live. You just click on it, and next thing you know, you're doing it. Your next chance at $1,000 coming up at 2 o'clock. Lots of Wild Fork news being shared. We're very excited that they've partnered up with the Brisket Shop and 1025 The Bone to provide all of the meat for the tailgate. I actually saw a sneak peek of the menu this morning. I don't know if I'll be speaking out of turn to bring it to you, so we'll wait and see on that. Will be a great opportunity for you to try Wild Fork. But if you're cooking at home or you're tailgating out at the stadium on your own, stock up at Wild Fork. Over 450 options. You want to do pork butts, you want to do briskets, ribs, some bougie Wagyu cuts of beef. You can do all that, as well as dogs, burgers, and everything in between. You can get it delivered right to your house, pick it up in store, or just go shopping. South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Looking for a new adventure? Then head to your local McDonald's for the new Epic Universe Mix, a mix of frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and frozen Sprite Lemonade. Purchase a large Epic Universe Mix and you could win tickets to the new Universal Epic Universe theme park at Universal Orlando Resort. Drink in the wonders of an awesome new chill for a limited time at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's, no purchase necessary. Visit promotion.coke.com/Epic Universe giveaway for official rules. Fanta and Sprite Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2025 Kia Sportage with special low 0% APR. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Johnny B here. You like to bet sports like me? Has the house been clowning you since day one? Well, let me tell you about my friends at Genesis13AI.com. No more betting on gut feelings and your dumb buddy's lock of the week while Vegas is running NASA supercomputers on you. Genesis 13 uses the same tech they use and way more. Real-time intel, predictive logic, and the top 3 bets that really matter. Stop feeding the casinos your paycheck. Fight back at Genesis13AI.com. Genesis 13, built for degenerates, refined for assassins.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen. Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
See 2 comedy legends together live on stage. Steve Martin and Martin Short, the Dukes of Funnytown Tour.
By the way, Martin Short is also the name I use when I check into a hotel and want to be anonymous.
35 years later, and you're still the jerk.
Steve Martin and Martin Short, October 5th at Ruth Eckerd Hall, featuring Jeff Babko and the Steep Canyon Rangers. On sale now at rutheckerdhall.com.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get 1 free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission.
friends at the Brisket Shop. Plus, plenty of Bud Light giveaways and some surprises. Enter at the
I'm Energy.
$747-FREE.
That's 1-800-733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Shout out to all the ladies listening out there. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody, but welcome back to Senning Show. We got our buddy Trey from Liquor Depot is going to swing by in about 20 minutes. Tell us all about this beautiful barrel pick of whiskey that's going to go to a great cause. This weekend is jam-packed in the Bonaverse, if you will. You can go see Monica, Diz, and Mike Calta at the Liquid Lunch Friday at the Hooters in Brandon. You've got me and Gio live at the Brisket Shop with your tailgate passes from 12 to 2 on Saturday. And then Sunday, the Bucs are home, baby, against the Jets. And that means a tailgate, a Mike Calta tailgate. So make your plans. Try to hit them all if you can. Shout out to our buddy Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. Still plenty of those magnets left if you want to grab one. That was a really cool thing Mo did.
Yeah, I love seeing all the people resharing on IG that they got theirs. I saw the homework one, and I saw other people with the Mo one. Looks good too.
Dude, and it's really interesting because I didn't get it, but it's for your.
Don't tell me. Dishes.
It's for your dishwasher.
Yeah.
So it's like a double side. Well, it has one side is upright, the other's upside down. So when the dishes in the dishwasher are clean, you have it one way.
Yeah.
Flip it the other way when they're dirty. The thing that blows my mind, and I don't know how we or whoever's in power ever taps into this properly. The people from all around the country. I have seen people post pictures from Arizona, Iowa, Utah, Michigan, North Carolina, like people sending me messages. It always blows my mind how vast the audience is of The Bone listening all around the country. So that is really cool. And if you didn't get one yet, you can still do so. You just got to go to
Shop Just Call. Hold on, let me put it back. Shop.justcallmo.com.
You nailed it. I was going to test it out first, but you nailed it. Shop.justcallmoe.com. The Senning Show magnet is right there at the top. He also has a Cracker Barrel Just Call Mo shirt, as well as tons of other stuff. The hot sauces you've heard us raving about as well. Get yourself a damn Just Call Mo pizza cutter while you're at it. So are you going to be back, you think, by 1 on Friday?
I think it's about 30 minutes from here, so maybe. I could probably make it in.
The only reason I ask is, are you going to be offended if I'm in the mix to start without you?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
That's Friday. You're going to be... The mix waits for no man. I don't know any other way to say it.
I think I would be okay with it because it gives me a chance to see what everyone else feels when they're in the mix just listening.
I like the idea of you cruising over the Selman, the Crosstown on your way back to St. Pete in the mix. So looking forward to another fun Friday. But let me drop this story on you real quick. Alligators, it's a fact of life here in the state of Florida. Always talking about them, always talking about how enamored I am, being an original Michigander, which I was telling someone this yesterday. I don't know if I said it on the air. Officially, I think it was August. So it was the beginning of August, and I didn't realize the anniversary at the time. I have now officially been in Florida longer than any other place on earth.
Yeah.
I don't know if people look at me and think this is a stolen Florida man valor. He loves Tampa. He loves the area so much, but he's not even from here. I think it is now officially official that I can be called a Floridian because now 20 years plus in the great state of Florida, more time than I spent in Michigan, which is really, honestly, truly a complete mind F to me.
I feel like Florida's the second state with the most people that weren't born here but live here. New York's probably the first, just because like Ellis Island, everyone who came over, immigrants.
Immigrants and things like that. But I would say from the United States, Florida is probably number one. Like from people that moved from other places in the United States, Florida's got to be number one for transplants.
I don't even think it's close.
It might not be. I would imagine other,
Cali.
or maybe mountain places, where tourists and people. Have you ever heard about the idea of a halfback? Have you ever heard that phrase? It's not a racial term.
Oh, no. I'm glad you said it because that's immediately I go,
no,
I think I know what that is.
A lot of people, so much so that there's a term for it, they move from up north to Florida. Then for whatever reason, it's too hot. It's the storms. They don't like the lack of seasons. They move halfway back. So a lot of people move to the Georgias, the North Carolinas, the Tennessees. And for that, that's why they have that term.
Never heard of it.
Halfback, it's real. Not to be confused with any other type of back.
Were you waiting for me to say it?
I was waiting, yeah. I was setting you up to fail. But back to the Gator talk and people not necessarily from here. This lady seems like maybe she knew better. She's from up in Boston originally, which was very interesting because a Boston NBC affiliate was the first news publication to cover the story, not somebody locally. It was actually a story out of Boston. Maybe she knew people at the Boston News Channel. But here's the clip of what happened with this Land O'Lakes woman who had to beat off an alligator to save her best friend.
This is where I was walking.
When Danny Wright moved from Mass to Florida 20 years ago, she knew alligators
that pisses me off so bad. And there's got to be, I wish there was a way that I'd need to just start testing everything, but that's only in one ear. Hold on. Let me try another clip and see if this one is going to be in both ears. Because nothing, especially, like, how bad is it when you hear it? Because when I hear it, I literally can't hear half of whatever's being said.
Yeah, she was like, and then he was like,
hang tight. We are now being forced to go to Channel 10 Boston to see if they can get us fill up both of our holes on both sides of our head with the audio. Stand by. I have a Kevin Bacon commercial with 9 seconds left. So
what's he going to be doing?
He's selling T-Mobile right now.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Bacon, the Bacon Man, is out in the desert in a desk. Okay, let's find out. Oh yeah, we got it.
I was just going like boom, boom.
Great.
Like, I got to get out of this. I got to make sure my dog's okay.
My dog.
This is a story you'll only see right here on NBC 10 Boston. A Florida woman tells us that she saved her puppy from an alligator attack earlier this month.
Could you imagine? So this woman is originally from Brockton, and she says that she was taking her dog for a walk when the alligator quite literally ambushed her dog and her. That's when she had to jump in and save the day. NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield is joining us live tonight. Michael, I know that you spoke with this woman. What is she saying to you? What was the story?
Do you think that this is an underreported phenomenon? Like, so there's been stories over the past however many years we've covered, maybe 5, 6, who knows how many there are, of people that have jumped into the water to save their dog or their dog gets eaten. Do you feel like we're getting proper representation of every time this happens? Or do you think that for every one story we hear about an alligator snatching a dog, there's 50 others that we don't ever hear about?
I think it's the latter. I think some of them just aren't as juicy.
Or just never make their way to the news, or nobody calls, or there's no way for anybody to find out.
It seems like a lot of these, and I don't know this entire story, but like a lot of them, it's kind of like on the owner of the dog.
Which how could it not be? And I hate doing that because it's a bad, horrific thing.
Yeah.
But if there is a body of water in the state of Florida, a puddle, a creek, a stream, a river, a lake, whatever it may be, I was taught right when I moved to Florida, if it's wet, there's a gator in it. You got to treat it like there's a gator in it. So when it comes to walking dogs, let alone little puppy dogs right near body of water, I'm never going to say that a person had it coming or it's good that their dog was almost eaten, but you just got to know that you can't do that.
Well, Colton, she says she would do anything to save her puppy, and she certainly was tested. She went at it with an alligator, and she won.
I don't know how I feel about these Boston
Okay,
people
so
talking
this
about.
is where I was walking.
When Danny Wright moved from Mass to Florida 20 years ago, she knew alligators might be part of the picture, but she never imagined she'd not only come face to face, but fist to face.
So here's the thing, and again, not trying to pile on this lady. This looks like the most alligator-friendly water that I've ever seen in my life. It is a stream, if you want to call it that looks like it's not moving at all.
Yep.
It's full of growth and greenery and swampy. The water is mud brown.
Yeah.
I would have bet any amount of money that there was an alligator in there, and she did make the decision to walk her Shih Tzu right next to it.
Does it have that green film that's like algae on the top?
It's a lot like that. It's just it looks like an alligator's wet dream as far as a home would be concerned.
I was like, wah, wah, punch, elbow, kick.
Proudly wearing her TB12 jersey, the 53-year-old Brockton native told us about her frightening encounter with an alligator in her backyard in Land O'Lakes.
And I heard this squeal, and then I was pulled.
Danny was walking her dog Dax, a 4-month-old Shih Tzu, along this creek when an alligator suddenly snatched her puppy.
All I saw was this sloth thing dragging my dog into the
sloth thing. Again, I realize she's traumatized, but of all the different things that you could describe an alligator as, a sloth is a furry, loving little creature that moves very slow, not a reptilian beast that would project out of the water and eat your puppy.
The nasty creek. I wasn't going to listen to my dog get eaten and see it and hear it, and I'd end up in a psych ward if I went through that.
Dude, she does have a good point there in that I don't know. This is a morbid thing to say. I'd like to see a little mini documentary all about people and what their life has been like after their dog has been snatched from them before their very eyes.
Do you because you want to see how the dogs are with them now?
No. What I'm really just getting at is building upon what this lady just said. She said they'd have to put me in a psych ward. I feel if you are a true animal lover and your dog is your best friend and you witness something like that, I feel like it could kind of break you mentally.
You're saying if they got caught and the dog didn't come back.
Yeah,
okay.
And how they recovered from that, how their mental state is, because people have shared stories on the air, and I've heard people tell the tales before, and it just is as terrifying and scary as it can be, because a lot of times it's you don't even know what happened. You're walking and then your dog is just gone. You see the gator and then the gator's back in the water. There's some bubbles and sweet little Dax, the Shih Tzu, is gone. And that, dude, you'd have to. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, it would be.
I would be.
I don't know if you'd want to pet again.
I don't know if I'd come back to work. I may just retire from radio and head off in a van somewhere just go into hiding for a bit. It would wreck me, I think.
I also love how this lady has her own smash.
Yeah, she does.
Smash.
Yeah, she really does. She has a
what was it? Whack? Wham.
What was it? Kai the hitchhiker?
Yeah.
Hold on. It was Smash.
Yeah.
It was Smash.
And then the last one was smash.
You nailed it.
So I just decided right at the beginning was hold on to that leash and just go get him.
The three of them struggled in the water.
He's very aggressive.
The alligator seen here being taken away after the alarming encounter.
Bye, Mr. Alligator.
I must say, this is not a big alligator.
Oh.
This is not a big alligator at all. And I don't know what that means. Probably easier to get your dog back. But this alligator maybe 5 feet long, maybe.
I grabbed Dax at his air tag, so Danny was able to pull Dax away. But then the gator latched on to Danny's arm.
I started punching and elbowing and kicking. I have no idea in what order, but I was somehow you have got to get your arm out of this alligator's mouth.
The alligator even flipped over at one point.
I knew the whole time, in my head, holy I'm fighting an alligator right now.
She credits her upbringing in Brockton for her ability to fend off the gator.
My dad was a Brockton cop. He just said, anyone ever gets a hold of you, just fight.
That's people.
Fight for your life.
That's not alligators.
Dude, don't be giving Massachusetts street cred because of your gator skills, lady. I mean, good on you, but
Gator let go of her arm, giving up after taking a pounding.
Oh, I landed at least 5 or 6 for sure. I was just going boom, boom.
Dax wasn't hurt at all, but Danny was left with multiple lacerations on her arm. Her leg was injured in the struggle as well.
I could have lost my arm and my dog.
Mom!
Danny says she feels very lucky. No stitches, no surgery, just a tetanus shot and some antibiotics, and she is expected to make a full recovery. Again, her dog was not injured at all.
But her arm, her dog was fine, but her arm was injured. Krabby, good on her for being able to fight off the gator. It was a small gator, but still. Some people.
Oh my God, that's not even close to 5 feet.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what do you think? 4, maybe?
Yeah, it's a baby gator.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a baby. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks closer to the lizards that run around here than a gator.
Dude, speaking of reptiles and Tampa Bay area, I've been seeing videos. So years ago, I went to Cape Coral. You ever been down to Cape Coral before?
Of course, yeah.
So when I was there, blew my freaking mind because the big ass iguanas are everywhere. Like we had like a little rental house and we pulled up. There's a giant iguana as big as this board sitting in the front yard. It was like on one of the canals, like every house in Cape Coral. They would be, walking along the seawall, and I just blew my mind. Started reading about them, learning about them, and a lot of people say, like, it will be all of Florida one day. Like, they are so invasive and they have grown so fast and worked their way from the south up so quickly that it will happen. Well, there are now TikTok channels dedicated to tracking iguanas, and there's now spotting them in St. Pete proper.
Oh.
They've got them down at Crescent Park in St. Pete. They've got them at I can't think of that big ass lake behind the courthouse in St. Pete, but the big ass iguanas are also now in St. Pete.
Well, they're herbivores, right? They just eat plants.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, but I will tell you, people hunt them and eat them.
They taste good, I hear.
People do. They hunt them, and I think they hunt them with dogs, and it's a whole thing. But also, when I watch shows like Naked and Afraid and other things where they're in strange places, dude, they say it tastes like chicken. And an iguana tail tastes like chicken. So it's a bad thing that they're here because they're invasive and it's problematic. But if there was like a world-ending societal breakdown, I think the more options we have for protein out on these here streets, probably good. And it brings me no joy, and it would break my heart to do it. But like right now, I hate to tell you, if we're faced with an apocalyptic scenario where we have to start fending for ourselves in the cities, dude, it's the Muscovy ducks. They're the first ones to be eaten.
If you had to pick one of these unique animals to put in your peanut boil, what would the animal be? You think you could get some gator in there? Some iguana? What are you putting in it?
I think gator makes the most sense. Like if we're just thinking kind of boil, to me, there's a lot of Cajun spices in the peanut boil. So that to me, gator feels like a natural combo. Just because I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the Muscovy. It is crazy, though, because Muscovy duck, if you these are the ducks that are everywhere in your apartment complexes that are weird, and a lot of people are grossed out by them and do not like them. There are places that serve them, and it's like a high-end dish. It is a high-end protein. Like you can find... And obviously, there's a vast difference between the ducks that are eating garbage and drinking the dumpster water out here, and then what would happen if you raised a duck to be eaten. But Muscovy ducks are omnivores. They eat plant seeds, insect, worms. They are which lead them to be yummy, and it's a red meat. Like when you eat it, it doesn't look like chicken. It looks like steak.
I'm looking it up right now, and it says for was it just the breast, $89.99.
Dude, we need. Yeah. Well, that would be, and again, this is just a pro tip for the end of the world. I think the best bet would be to, if you have the capability, to capture the Muscovy ducks and then kind of raise them in your backyard for a bit, feed them some seed, feed them some stuff, get them off of the garbage and whatever other things they're eating in the streets. Yeah, Muscovy duck is a deep red, gamey meat, low in fat. Even though the meat is expensive, the Muscovy has a higher meat-to-bone ratio, which means it's a great value for money. Furthermore, with their meat being lean, it has less fat and calories when cooked. Muscovy duck considered a great source of protein.
We need to figure out Dizzy Does It soon, where it's something with trying something like this.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty
It's been
good.
a while.
Now, I don't want to get us in trouble. There's a long history of people, killing animals on the radio and getting in trouble for them. But if we could, I don't think we could do it. I don't think there's a legal way to do it.
Well, I'm not saying we do it live on air.
No. What I'm getting at was eating the Muscovy duck at all, like a real Muscovy duck.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, if somebody harvested a Muscovy duck, could they prepare it for you? We have you eat it, and then it turns out that this person broke the law by even getting it, and then next thing you know, we're all in trouble.
Yeah,
it's possible. But
get fired for eating a duck? That would suck.
That's no way to go, dude. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Nelly.
Nelly, what's up?
Yeah.
Hot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen. When it comes to, you just said harvesting these animals like ducks, chickens, the iguanas, the gators. The birds, the fowl are a pain in the ass to you pluck all the feathers. It's a pain.
Well,
the iguanas and the gators, they're a lot simpler.
And I'm hoping
if it came down to it. I'm sorry.
Again, you're right. I was going to say, if it came down to it. I mean, the fact of this conversation only started by if we had an apocalyptic occurrence, what could we eat that's in and around the cities? And that the Muscovies just happen to be prevalent. So hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Right. But they are a pain, Any fowl like that is just a pain to clean,
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Thank you, Nelly. All right, we're going to give away $1,000. Let's get a winner today. Can we please?
Oh, I'd love that.
Can we please? Take this word, send it to your family member, send it to your friend, say, hey, download the app, and then just put this word in. You have 30 minutes to do it. And then let's get a Senning Show winner today. When they call you, make sure you give them a vroom, an RLOL. You shout out Dizzy, shout out whoever the hell. Just show us a little bit of love. This hour's keyword is cash. CASH. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter the word cash before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. If you get a phone call from a number you don't recognize about 30 minutes plus after the top of the hour, you better answer it. You don't want to win and be the guy that didn't answer the phone call. So go now to the 1025 The Bone app and enter the word cash. Go get that money. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have failed our guest. I'm pretty sure I gave him the wrong address.
What?
That being said, I'm gonna tell him this when he gets here. I did give him the address to this place after drinking bourbon for roughly 4 hours. So there is that. But Trey Lawson, he is the man behind Liquor Depot. He is a huge part of the Mike Alstott Family Foundation's event every year where they pick a barrel of bourbon, sell it, and all the proceeds go to the foundation. Trey's going to come in, tell us what's going on in the world. I also have to pick his brain a little bit about the Kong because Liquor Depot is one of the only places where you can physically go get a Kong. And that is because of the good times that we shared on the golf course, Konging. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to 1025 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. Teaza Energy. Look at that. Got my puck right there. If you're watching, you can see it. I'm a banging black cherry guy for life. I love these pouches that you dip between your cheek and your gum. They give you focused, alert energy that you're not going to find anywhere else. I haven't found it anywhere else. Not in an energy drink. Not at the bottom of a cup of coffee. It just hits differently. Now, if you're looking to beat a habit, you want to stop vaping, dipping, smoking. You always got to, chaw in your jaw. Enough of that. And I know there's a lot of ladies out there, too, that I haven't talked to enough lately. You got a man who you just wish you could get your tongue in that mouth like you used to, but he's always got some tobacco in there. Hook him up with some Teaza. TeazaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. You can find them in 7-Elevens, Walmarts, ironically enough, all of the Liquor Depot locations as well. No matter how you get a pouch, as long as you get one in your mouth. Teaza Energy. We love you. Why spit when you can swallow?
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 19. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Lavernes at 1-800-747-FREE.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night because it's chess club. Be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thecavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future Best in Show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text free.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Let's talk dirty for a second. Dirt in your carpet, pet accidents, coffee spills, cracker crumbs. And most cleaners, they just dump soap and water, leaving soggy, sticky carpet that attracts even more dirt. Zero Res is different. Their patented no residue process pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals, just clean. And right now, your service is half off. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. Half off for Bone Fam only. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-998-0633. 800-998-0633. That's 800-998-0633.
Suffer from flickering lights or frequently thrown circuit breakers?
Discolored power outlets or poorly running appliances?
It could be your electric panel.
We often have too many appliances or devices plugged into the same circuit breaker.
If you have too much power being drawn, it can cause these symptoms. And worse, it could present a real fire risk in your home.
In most cases, a simple electrical panel upgrade is all you need.
For your free electrical system health check, just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. Watch us live on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. Click that little live circle, and you'll be in the vroom room. Bunch of people in there chatting. Some about the show, some about not the show. At the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Very excited about this. I don't know how long my bromance has been blooming with this man. I've probably appreciated him from afar for a period of time. And as the years have gone on, I think I could call him a friend. We had a lovely evening together on Monday night, which I did point out. I believe I gave you the wrong address, and that may have been because we had been drinking bourbon for roughly 3 hours. He is the owner of Liquor Depot, all 6 locations. And I told Diz earlier, at the end of the day, you're going to be a bigger star than all of us. His new venture, Behind the Bottle on YouTube, he is Trey Lawson. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? I am super, super excited to be here. One little quick on the address issue, but we're here.
Yeah,
it's all good.
And again, immediately
I'm not sure it was you or me, or if we can blame the whiskey, but yeah, we're here. Let's roll.
When you start giving out details and certain things like that, I felt bad enough because your buddy and the guy that was doing all the video, I was trying to think of his name and I couldn't. I'm going to blame that on the on the booze on the booze as well.
We were having fun, and that's okay. That's what it was supposed to be.
That's what it was. It was an amazing night, and I'm so grateful for you and Rich and Mike Alstott and everybody who's kind of wrapped their arms around me and let me be a part of these really cool things. And obviously, the biggest point of it all is raising money for the Mike Alstott Family Foundation. So before we talk about the nitty gritty and the bottle and what went into picking it and the story behind it, how did you initially get hooked up with Mike Alstott? Because when you're looking as a local business owner to kind of attach to different people and have connections in the community, the A-Train number 40 is about as cool as it gets. So how did you get linked up with Rich and Mike and the foundation?
For sure. So born and raised in Tampa myself. So I was a huge Alstott fan, huge Bucs fan growing up. His picture was in my room signed. So it was a really cool kind of full circle moment for me, truthfully. And so the way it all kind of started is we have a Tito's golf tournament every year.
Our buddy Alex.
Yeah. And he reached out, and I'll be the first to say I'm not a big golfer. I go to a couple
Oh, trust me, I'm there. You and I, that's why you and I vibe so much at the golf outings, because we kind of stand around and act like we're golfing while just having a good time.
We have a lot more fun, I think, than anyone else out there. But he invited me 3 or 4 years ago to this Tito's golf event and said, hey, man, I know you're a Bucs fan. We're going to be playing with an old Bucs player. And he left it at that. And I was like, okay, nope, that sounds awesome. I'm really excited. We go out to the golf carts, and, there we have Trey Lawson, Alex, and Mike Alstott. And I was like, oh, my Lord. We're going to be playing with the A-Train. I've never gotten to meet him. I was really excited. So it was, I tried to be pretty casual, and I knew
Keep it cool, play it cool.
I was like, all right, this is going to be fun. I'm hopefully don't put too many into the woods. And we started just chatting, and I was like, Mike, I got this idea. I was like, man, I want to do a single barrel pick. And the bourbon boom was exploding, right? Everyone was buying single barrel picks. They still are. Bourbon is such a cool thing just in general. But I was trying to find some charity aspect and how to connect the two. And so I pitched this idea to Mike on, T-Box number 3. And I said, Mike, what if we do a single barrel pick? All the money we raise, I'll donate right back to your family foundation. And we can just see how it goes. And it was the first time I was ever going to do any of this thing. And he had no idea what it meant, which was so funny for me because he literally looked at me and said, I have no idea what that means. I'm not a bourbon drinker, but I'm in. And I was like, all right.
That's just your likability factor.
Oh, man.
You sold them on you before you were even had to sell them on the idea.
Yeah, so we picked a date. I took him to Tennessee, Rich and Mike, and we went to Tennessee. I actually brought my parents, which was awesome too. They loved it. And we went to Jack Daniel's. And I was so impressed with how Mike was so interested in the entire thing. He asked more damn questions, I think, than anybody else at the tour. And so he's asking questions. He's really getting into it. We picked the barrel. It came back. And again, you have to think, this is our first one. So we didn't really know what to expect. Obviously, we hoped it would sell, but I didn't know what that would kind of look like. And we ended up releasing it. We did a custom creamsicle sticker on the side, and we sold out the barrel in 28, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that was the that was obviously, I think we had met before, but spending time with you guys there on site for the events, it's amazing to see the people that line up. The legit, you guys were talking about it on Monday night, where some of the places that people travel from to camp out in front of the store to make sure they get these bottles.
Oh, it's insane. I mean, for the Alstott one in particular, they're coming from out of state. They're coming from all over the state. But a lot of these barrel picks too, folks travel from Orlando and Sarasota, and I've had people as far as Miami make the drive consistently just to come get some single barrel picks, which is an honor, truthfully. But then, of course, when you get Mike involved in the charitable aspect of it, they know that it's going to sell out. And so we had that first one and we raised about $10,000. And I was like, okay, there's something to this, right? There's an opportunity to raise money. And at the same time, the customer is getting a super cool limited product that's never going to be able to be replicated, right? And that's the cool thing about these single barrels is that every single barrel is different. Even if you get the same Jack Daniels in the rick house or warehouse, each barrel is going to be a little different from a single barrel perspective. Now, that alone drives customers to get it. Obviously, getting, like I said, with the charitable aspect and Mike, and he was there and signing bottles.
That's the part, too, is the event that is that morning with Mike there, signing all of the bottles, saying hi to everybody. You normally have delicious food being grilled up. It becomes an event in itself. That morning is something really cool and always something to look forward to.
It was. And so the first one, like I said, $10,000, we're like, okay, let's do it again. And so we started finding partners, and I started reaching out to my liquor suppliers and saying, this is what we got going on. It's a great opportunity for everyone. We're raising money. We want to do a second one. And Yellowstone Bourbon came through and wanted to be the partner on the second barrel. And so we went to Kentucky this time. Tennessee Jack Daniels is fantastic, but once you get to Kentucky, that's bourbon country.
That's the motherland right there.
So once again, super into it, full experience, picking the barrel, came back, sold out less than an hour, and we raised $10,500. And we're like, all right, every year we just got to get a little better. That's the goal, right? Just a little better. And so year 3 comes around, and Penelope Bourbon came in and was a big partner, and they donated the barrel for us.
Oh, damn.
And so at that point, that's when we can really bring that donation money up, right? So the past year, not only was the barrel donated, but it was so unique. It was a Penelope Rio, which is a honey finished bourbon. I mean, did you ever open your bottle?
I did. And it truly, I was hoarding it for so long because it was one of the best bottles I've ever tasted. So unique, and it was. And the funny thing is, I didn't know if I was. I think it ended up being. Well, it hasn't been a year yet, but it had been a significant amount of time that had passed, and I had kind of been poking Rich. He's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's any left over. And then he gave one to me the night of the golf tournament.
Awesome.
And I milked it that night a little bit, and then I tried to hold on to it for as long as I could. But what a special bottle that was.
So special. Only one of 2 in the entire world.
Damn.
So it was
That's
literally
insane.
just from the bottle perspective, without even getting into the charity, without getting into obviously bringing the A Train involved. That thing was just unique as it was. And so we raised $18,000 last year.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, man, we got to, unfortunately, I just feel like we have to continue to do better,
Up and up.
And so this year, Penelope came through with being a big partner again, and this is a 12-year-old. So this is about 5 years actually older of a whiskey than the last year. 12-year-old Family Estate Rye, which, like we were saying Monday, you got to enjoy and pick it with us.
I absolutely did.
That was extremely special. And so here we are from a golf tournament to 4 single barrels later.
What was your opinion? You can tell me now, honestly, because, I feel like you guys have all lived this before. There's a lot of, the way that Trey sits down and we're tasting all these different bottles, and he like guides you through it in an in-depth way that I had never personally been privy to before. So, you're tasting things, you're encouraged to give the notes and your thoughts on the profiles. And I thought I held my own at the table, to be honest with you.
I actually thought you did a lot better than that.
Yeah.
Nice. I was, to be honest with you, because we don't know what to expect. Obviously, Mike is not a huge bourbon whiskey fan, drinker in general. So I knew John liked whiskey, but I didn't know what that really meant. And you're into it.
Yeah,
I
am. I'm deep into it. I really am. And again, I was just so grateful. One of those surreal moments, even to be sitting at that table, was so cool.
It was awesome. And yeah, I loved. I mean, you were giving incredible flavor notes and tasting profile. We were nosing, and we're like, all right, John's has to come to all of them now.
So when it comes to this bottle, I think you did announce the date officially. What is the date and location where people will be able to line up and get their hands on this bottle?
Yep. So we just released all this info on the Liquor Depot Instagram and Facebook, but October 11th will be the release morning. It's going to be first come, first serve. We only have 125 bottles. And so that will be a one per person. The price point is going to be $169.50. And
Hell of a number.
And I got to give that 50 change credit to John here because for the 50th anniversary for the Bucs season, I was like, genius, absolutely genius. So
smart.
$169.50. Every single penny of that goes back to his family foundation, which is really exciting. And what else? What am I missing?
I think you
Waters Avenue
on Waters.
Yep.
And the thing is, if you don't know about what the Mike Alstott Family Foundation does, it's really endless. I mean, you can find so many things that are kind of reoccurring events, whether it's the turkeys for the firefighters on Thanksgiving to getting shoes for students. So many different things that they're constantly doing. They were big around the community and the cleanup after the storms. It is just a great foundation that Rich and Mike put all of their love into, and to have a face behind it all like Mike Alstott makes it that much cooler. And I cannot wait for October 11th. So for the average person, because, there are the people you talked about, they're traveling. There are the barrel hunters who are going to be seeking it out. For the average person who goes, I need to get this. What is a realistic time that you would have to get out to the Waters location to get a decent spot and have a pretty good chance of getting your hands on the bottle?
Yeah, I would say you need to be there at least 2 hours before we open, at least. So we open at 9 a.m. I think anything later than probably 7 a.m. out there is going to be a chance missed, unfortunately. So you're going to see the folks that get out there at midnight before. You're going to see.
That's so crazy.
I mean, the last release we had, someone was there 22 hours sitting in front of the line. So,
and there's normally, unless I'm misremembering this, I believe I've seen people out there with little grills and griddles making themselves breakfast at the crack of dawn as they wait in line right there. So
I will say this: the line for folks that are maybe not as engulfed in the whiskey community, it is really, really cool to see people coming out and not only getting in line for the bottle, but they start to see their friends and they start to share different little bottles and it's like, hey, have you had this before? And they start sharing these little samples and it really becomes big community focused. And that, I think, to me, is one of the coolest things about the whole whiskey community in general, is that it's become this big friendship, really. And as cliche as it sounds,
there's something to it. There's a
really
bond,
cool.
and I think you can bond with your friends and eventually strangers too. I had an idea and I texted him earlier. I was gonna see if we could get Mike Alstott on the phone. I don't know. You were just with him moments ago.
Yep.
Did he mention the fact that I had texted him? Do you think if you had to give a percentage, possibility, likelihood that Mike Alstott will answer the phone on a cold call right now?
He knew I was coming this way, so I would hope.
All right, let's see. Stand by. We're gonna cold call the A Train, Mike Alstott, and see if he picks it up. I was thinking that I would try to kind of prank him at first, but I don't know if he'd appreciate that. Let's find out though. Again, he might not answer. This could be a terrible failure, but either way. After a second ring, I have little faith. The second ring is. Hello, is this Mr. Alstott?
Yes.
Hi, this is Christina calling from Park Shore Grill. I just wanted to reach out. Your card was declined for your party on Monday night, and we're looking to receive payment.
Oh, that must be Trey from Liquor Depot then.
Yeah, Trey from Liquor Depot is here with me, and this is John Senning. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Good, brother. How you been?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. Did I have you?
Did you give our friend the wrong address?
We yes, hypothetically, I think I did give him the wrong address, but I will say when a man gives you an address after he's been drinking bourbon for 3 hours, you can only take that address with a grain of salt.
Right. And he confirmed with you about 3 times. You sure that's the same address? And he said, "Yeah, no problem."
That's not true. That's not true. There was no confirmation at all. But we've been sitting here talking about the barrel pick and the tasting. And I have to say, right next to me, when it comes to really finding the notes and the profiles, you're right there with me. Throwing out the notes of banana bread and warm apple cider. Your palate is just something to behold, Mike.
Yeah, it's very orangey and that cinnamon flavor, and how the aftertaste going down your throat is perfect. Huh?
I was thinking the same exact thing. But we've been chopping it up with Trey, and everybody's so excited about their opportunity to get their hands on this next bottle, October 11th. And we just thought we'd call you up and check in and say thank you for everything, man.
No, thank you to Penelope. First of all, they're the ones that came aboard on a team that Trey and I came together, 4 years ago, and we started this experience, and it's awesome to have the experience benefit the foundation, but at the same time, all of the followers of Liquor Depot and Trey, and with these rare bottles, and we're just so grateful to have Penelope in our corner.
Yeah, and we were talking about the experience of that day, too. So many people, quivering with anticipation to be able to meet you, and you always stay late and sign things and meet everybody, and you give yourself to the whole process as well. And it's really cool to see, and the foundation just does so many damn good things locally. It's great to see everybody come together on it.
Yeah, no, it's a great day, and I just give a piece of ice, get there early, about 20 hours earlier, and the doors open.
22 is what we decided on. It was funny because Trey was talking about your guys' first couple trips up to Jack Daniel's in Kentucky and how into the process you were. Nothing captures that quite like that photo that Trey put on social media of Mike looking intently at the notebook as he's trying all of the bourbon. So good on you for taking the process so seriously.
It might have been blank.
Oh, no, take it seriously. And I'm like, what do you write down? And then everybody comes together, they give their thoughts on it and stuff like that. And then Trey's just rattling off all these freaking different types of his taste buds and how his palate tastes and all that stuff, and cinnamon smell. Oh, the little smoky. You smell the oak. You see that oaky, that barrel. That barrel is awesome. You can taste the barrel. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I get myself into?
Dude, Trey does it all. He's a bougie boy at the end of the day with a very advanced palate, and he's probably, I've been saying all day, at the end of the day, he's going to be the star of all of us, man. He's built for this.
I think we just call that an alcoholic.
No, Trey's the man. I'm very grateful to meet Trey and have Trey, just first and foremost friends, and then get me to experience these types of single barrel picks, and go to Jack Daniel's was unbelievable seeing, going to all the other, distilleries in Louisville, and experience, the different types of manufacturers and different brands and stuff like that is unbelievable. I'm hooked. So.
It is. It's amazing. And I know that I've been putting it in everybody's ear for years now, and I'm chipping away at you. But I hope that one day I can go on that pilgrimage to Kentucky with all of you and pick a barrel, man.
Yeah. We already said it, right?
I think
Monday
so.
night. Monday night we said we're going, right?
Yeah, we said a lot of things. At some point, I said some addresses that weren't correct. I said a few different things.
Okay. Touché.
But Mike, thank you for everything, man. I appreciate you letting me be involved in the way that I am. You and Rich are the absolute best, and look forward to hopefully seeing you on Sunday, maybe.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate you guys, and make sure that you help him get out of the parking lot so he can get home. Okay?
I will. I'll be walking. Yep, I nailed it. I'll be walking him to his car, and I will put his home address into his GPS to make sure that he gets home safely.
All right, fellas. Have a great one, brother.
You're the man. Mike Alstott, if you need him. Legend. Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Legend. That was cool.
He's
I think
the best.
Do you think for a second he thought I was really from the restaurant?
Honestly, I did.
I do think as well. Immediately I was like, this is bad. He really thinks this is a thing.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, I wanted to touch on a couple other things. First of all, Joy Bar, which I have not been there, which feels like an absolute travesty. Crossing the bridge for me can be a thing sometimes. Tell us about the Joy Bar, a year-round Christmas-themed bar with probably some of the best selections of bourbon in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, so that has been a fun project that really has gone off more than I could have even expected. So that location is the Armenia location. So it's right by the zoo. right around the corner from the zoo. It's in the Liquor Depot, Armenia location. The bar's been there since the 1940s.
Oh, wow.
So the liquor license is extremely old. It's been a bar for so long. It used to be called the VIP Liquors and Lounge, but it was in my family for 30 years. And so when I came down 8 years ago to start kind of working on taking over the liquor stores and getting into the family business, the last thing I wanted to do was deal with the bars.
Right.
It wasn't exciting for me. It was smoke inside, very scary.
Yeah.
Like the same.
That's my kind of place, by the way.
Yeah. And it definitely had its day, but it needed some refresh. And so what I decided to do is actually pre-COVID, I went to a Christmas bar called Frosty's in Orlando. And my wife and I walked in, and it was March, and we're like, what in the world? There's Christmas stuff everywhere. It's tacky. It's silly.
Are you a Christmas guy?
I'm not.
Oh, see,
I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
It makes no sense that I haven't been there because I'm a big Christmas guy. I'm Christmas through and through.
I definitely am, but I'm not to the point where I'm, aggressive about it for some reason.
I'm aggressive, believe it or not.
Well, then, this is your spot.
Exactly.
So 2 years ago, I decided to close down. I didn't really know what I was going to do yet. The Frosties idea kind of went away. I was sitting at a bar in Destin, Florida, actually called Red Bar, where there's just stuff all over the walls. It's just tacky as can be. And I was like, and it kind of brought back the Frosties thought. And I was like, man, we're going to keep the eclectic dive bar feel, but we're going to make it Christmas, and there's going to be stuff everywhere. And so I closed it down in November, and I got a staple gun, and I went to Sam's Club, and I got more Christmas lights than the buggy could hold. And I literally had a staple gun up against the roof, and I probably put in 1,500 staples in 2 weeks. And I was like, all right, we're going to call it Joy Bar. It's going to be a silly, tacky dive bar, but the drinks are going to be cheap. And so they are some of the cheapest drinks in town. I mean, and then from the whiskey thing, of course, I love.
Yeah, you got to have it.
I love the high-end whiskey. And how about a place that can have it there, So we do a really high-end whiskey. Now we're bringing in a bunch of tequilas, and they are cheap. Buffalo Trace for $4. Eagle Rare for $5.
Oh, damn.
Blanton's for $8. I mean, there's bottles truly at Joy Bar that you can't find anywhere in Tampa, and they are a great price. So
That's
such
awesome.
a fun spot.
That's awesome. And then the last thing I wanted you to touch on, which will probably be your main venture at some point when you're a full-blown personality. Our buddy Rich kept calling it a podcast. It's not a podcast at all. But Behind the Bottle on YouTube, that's the newest venture?
It is. So we have been doing some long format videos anyways through the liquor store stuff and going to Kentucky. And there's just some really cool behind the scenes of the alcohol industry that I think would be good content.
It absolutely is. And I'm not just tugging on you, but you have the personality vibe. You have the boyish good looks and everything that you need to be captivating. And all the videos that I've watched are really, really great. And I think people should follow you and subscribe and like on YouTube, Behind the Bottle.
Yep. Thank you very much. I think it's more, it's the liquor industry, but it's also the business aspect and running the retail stores. And then, of course, every little craziness that goes into it. So.
Yeah, and there is a lot of it. Liquor Depot, if you didn't know, Waters, Armenia, Nebraska, Hillsboro, Bears, Florida, North Florida, and check out the Joy Bar as well. Hit up Trey on all your social medias and make sure you check out Behind the Bottle as well. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Super.
Should we take a little sip of the bottle before we go to break?
I brought it.
All right, I got hit us with some Christmas tunes in honor of the Joy Bar. And we'll do a little sip on the. I don't want to say it wrong. Can I try it? And if I say it wrong, then you'll fix it, or do you just want to say it?
What's that?
The exact title of the bottle.
It is a Penelope 12-year Family Estate Rye whiskey.
I would have got it wrong. I would have said something. At
113 proof, single barrel. Ready to rock and roll.
I was because I think you were waiting to hear back on the proof on Monday night. So 113. So this will make you be ready to mingle and give you a little tingle. Thank you.
Yes.
Make your plans. October 11th, Liquor Depot on Waters. That's 7304 West Waters Ave in Tampa. Get there early if you want a chance to get an amazing bottle for an even better cause. Trey Lawson, we appreciate you, brother.
Now we're sipping
Cheers.
it, fellas.
We're sipping.
We're not shooting it.
Yeah,
we're sipping.
Right. We're sipping.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Oh, I like that.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Nice.
That's going to be a crowd pleaser.
Yep. Delicious.
Make your plans now. Don't go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Get ready for an epic engagement event at International Diamond Center. 3 days, September 26th through 28th. IDC's flying in the entire collections. All the newest styles from both Tacori and Veragio. Hundreds of new rings to choose from. Tacori and Veragio, the world's 2 premier ring designers, together on the IDC stage with special incentives or zero interest financing through 2028. See Tacori's latest, handcrafted by true California artisans with exquisite detail. And from New York, see the newest creations from Veragio. Unique, distinctive, and personalized. Buy any Tacori or Veragio ring at this event and get a $500 IDC gift card. Buy the engagement ring with a matching wedding band and get a $1,000 gift card. Also, check out new fine jewelry from these renowned designers. Let the experts at IDC help you find both the perfect ring and the most dazzling diamond during this incredible 3-day event. Get the guaranteed best price, up to $1,500 in savings, or interest-free financing till 2028. It's September 26th, 27th, and 28th, and only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Renewal by Anderson of Florida has some tremendous savings for you during the month of September. It's a big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com to learn more. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service. That's Renewal by Anderson. License number CGC 1527613. bestwindowsflorida.com.
Stingray Chevrolet. Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Most people don't trust dealer advertising, and I don't blame them because most dealer advertising is misleading. You hear ads claiming huge discounts, but when you get to the final paperwork, they've added all sorts of things to the card that you don't want, but you're forced to pay for or walk away. It can be fabric protection, paint sealant, you name it. And these costly add-ons can run up to $3,500. And then they add another $1,000 to $1,500 dealer fee. It's insane, and it only works because they've worn the customer down. At Stingray, we don't operate that way. There is no dealer fee or dealer ad. Right now, when you trade in a 2011 or newer vehicle, you can save over $9,000 on a 2025 Silverado. No ads, just tax, title, and tag. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Hey, it's JP for Prize Picks. Bucs fans, you know every game counts. What was that game Monday night? That was something else, huh? 2-0. Great start to the season. Again, 5 years in a row. You don't want to miss out on any of the action this season, and Prize Picks just makes it easy. You go in, you go on the app, and all you have to do is pick more or less, and they're giving you those Prize Picks max discounts. This week's Patrick Mahomes only has to have more than 0.5 passing yards. That's an automatic win, right? Take that, boom, you're off and running. And then you just go and you check out all the other games and just go to the app, see what jumps at you, and pick more or less, and it's that easy. Also, Prize Picks invented this flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. All you have to do, it's so simple. Download the app today. Use code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Fence Outlet has helped our customers keep children and pets safe with quality fences for over 30 years. Now is the time to install your Fence Outlet fence. Visit fenceoutlet.com today to set up your free estimate and discover our wide selection of fencing options. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, It's JP, and selling your home is by far one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. So who you work with absolutely matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richie. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richie, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richie.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
Get to the Hooters in Brandon Friday, September 19th for a 102.5 Liquid Lunch with Mike Calta starting at 11 a.m. Win custom Hooters and Bucs 50th season hats, Bud Light drafts, and a Yeti cooler. Win passes to the Mike Calta tailgate that Sunday, and we're giving away tickets to the home opener. Details at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I was singing.
Did you say the N-word?
No. Why do you think that was?
I have no idea. I just heard the noise and I didn't know what it was. Welcome back to Senning Show, 800-771-1025. If you want to check in with us, social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. When's the next Lazy Ass podcast?
Thursday. We are recording. Actually, I got to upload the one that we had just previously recorded.
There you go. Listen to Diz's podcast as well. Watch the program on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. That little circle will be glowing live. Click on it. You can be in the chat room. Don't mind. It is interesting. And I think that good things can only last so long.
Yeah.
In that I felt like I was almost in shock the amount of positivity that was in there.
Yeah.
It has turned a little bit.
It took a turn.
It did amongst themselves.
Yeah.
And everything. I think it was wishful thinking to believe that it was going to stay kumbaya forever. But, you can block people in there if they annoy you. You can chat with the people that you like. But there is a little bubbling element of what used to be in the Bone TV chat. And I think that's probably par for the course in the year 2025 when you give people an open forum to share their opinions. People will fight and people will say bad things, but we just got to keep this bitch on moving.
When you give them a voice, sooner or later they're going to tell you how they really feel, and that's what we're seeing sometimes.
And that's the thing about. Not to make it a whole thing about social media. That's social media.
Yes.
Is that everybody has a megaphone. Everybody has a platform and everybody has a voice. And guess what? They're going to use it. I've got an update. Call it a pre-joint, if you will. It is an update to a story that we were completely blown away by when it initially broke. And a lot of times, I always say, we got on a tangent yesterday about the female teachers hooking up with their students.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you ever get an update on what happens to those teachers. Like we hear, and probably because it's just not as sexy, you hear teacher, 30-year-old teacher sleeps with student, and then you never find out if they go to prison. You never find out what happened to them. This one, not a teacher, but in the same creepy category, if not even more creepy. And I think it'll only take a second to refresh your memory on this story if you've heard it before. A Florida nurse whose husband walked in on her having sex with his 15-year-old son has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. And the boy's mom angrily calling the stepmom an incestuous pedophile, which I'm not going to argue the point that it wasn't technically her son. This doesn't feel like the time to argue that point because she is definitely a pedophile.
Yes.
The incestuous thing, clearly in an agreement with Dizzy that if it is, even if it's not blood, it's incestuous. So we're going to let her have that one.
Okay.
I'm not going to push back on this argument.
So you're on Team Dizzy?
For this argument, only because who wants to be the guy that's arguing for the woman who had sex with her 15-year-old stepson? Alexis Von Yates, she's 35, had pounced, they say, as she watched a scary movie with her stepson who was visiting his dad in Ocala. This happened last July, and it's all shown right in her arrest warrant. Do you remember the story initially?
Yeah. Dad was at work. She had been flirting with this kid for a while. She also told the dad, he reminds me of a young version of you.
You nailed it. You really did remember. Look at that. The since-fired nurse told the boy she was horny after not having sex in 2 weeks. I hate to share this detail with you, but it's in the court file. So, you know, if I'm going to be a journalist, I have to tell you. After not having sex in 2 weeks while on her period, leading him on to strip her and ultimately have sex while his younger siblings slept in a nearby room.
I forgot about that.
Throughout, the disturbed stepmom moaned. Oh man, they even have what she was moaning.
Did they tell that before?
I don't know that was.
That came out in court, I guess.
Out in court.
Yeah.
And again, to protect my journalistic integrity, I need to tell you what the court documents show.
Let me guess.
Oh yeah, the boy. This is the boy.
Oh, the boy.
The boy. No. The boy's the one who told. So,
Yes.
So just I don't know if that means anything.
Okay, so the boy is the one who's told the court that she
was moaning.
Oh, so much better than your dad.
Not exactly. You were right with the first word.
Oh.
Yeah, and then an F.
Oh.
And then a. This is so bad.
Oh, she knew what she would.
This is so bad.
Oh, you're underage. That's basically what she did.
That is. The pair thought that the boy's dad, it was a lineman, was working all night, but he walked in on them.
He was offensive lineman?
No, I think it's an electrical one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I don't believe he was playing football, but I believe it was electric. But he walked in on them. And the interesting relationship here, obviously this woman's dead to you. She's going to prison. She's dead to you. What is your relationship like with your son moving forward? Like, do you just look at him as nothing more than a victim and you can't like hold any negative energy towards him? Or is it put a rift in the relationship with your son? It's hard to think that it wouldn't a little bit.
Yeah, it's because like me as a guy who doesn't have a kid, like you kind of want to be proud for the kid. Like, okay, I guess you did a good job.
It's also your wife.
But also you are a victim.
Yeah.
It's not good. And you're 100% right. It's like, all right, well, like there's a guy code. You broke the guy code, the bro code.
Well,
you know?
And we talk about these cheating stories. And I think the element that is the most mortifying are the stories when a man or a woman, for that matter, walks in on their beloved having sex with another person. Like just that, when you're in a normal relationship and you catch them with a normal other consenting adult, I think that is disturbing enough. Trying to put yourself in the mind frame of a dad who's been working all day long, opening the front door to his own home, and there's your wife and your son fully in the act. The teen boy ran out of the living room into the bathroom with his pants around his legs while the naked stepmom tried to hide under a blanket, which only covered her bottom half. The dad asked his wife, "What in the F is going on?" Then took his son out of the home. Von Yates was originally charged with sexual battery by a person in a familial authority. That's a real charge. A first-degree felony that carries a maximum. Oh, man. Dude, so that charge that she originally was on the hook for, potential life in prison.
Oh.
Which I'm not arguing against it.
What was the charge?
So they plead down. They pled down. So that was the one she could have went to prison for life was sexual battery by a person in a familial authority. She pled no contest after being offered a plea deal on a lesser charge, which she actually went with lewd and lascivious battery on a child between the ages of 12 and 16. And that things like that are so crazy to me, that just because they're willing to make a deal, like, to me, it should be, this is what you deserve.
Yeah.
And this is what we think the punishment is, or not. Like, to be able to go, hey, we're going to charge you with this and we could put you in prison for the rest of your life. But if you just kind of agree that you're a bad lady, we'll make a deal and make it 2 years. Like, that's crazy. I understand that's just how the justice system works in this country, but the mom, I guess, just went completely nuts on the lady in the courtroom. She called the lady a coward who had no remorse for her despicable actions, while saying it destroyed, here's the answer to my question, destroyed the victim's relationship with his dad, who has not spoken to him since.
Makes sense, because if you think about it, really think about it, you're the father. Every time you see him, you're going to see him with his pants around his ankle. And anytime you tell him, like, hey, go clean your room, in the back of your head, the son's going to go, I think I'm kind of swinging the bigger one now.
I mean, dude, he essentially cucked his own dad. I mean, it's a really unfortunate circumstance. She was ordered not to have any contact with the boy, go figure, before she was handcuffed and taken out of the courtroom. Of course, she had already lost her nursing license after her arrest in November.
I wonder if in female prison, if they get treated a lot like guys in prison when they find out they were with underage kids and, people. Like, do they beat them up too? Do they rough them up?
That's actually a damn fine question. You don't hear of that. The pedophile vigilante justice in the ladies' jails as much as you do with the men. I don't know. If we have any lady prisoners out there, let us know. Let us know. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's going to be time to fire up John's Joints. Lots to get to. I was kind of waiting for this to have a little more clarity before I talked about it, but the sheriff of Pinellas County is now speaking out about the fact that it looks like you're going to be able to open carry your firearm in the state of Florida. We'll talk about that. I love hearing stories of ancient artifacts that washed up ashore. Something washed up in Fort Myers right after Hurricane Ian that scientists and archaeologists still cannot figure out where the hell it came from or how the hell it got there. We'll talk about that and a bunch more with Drew Garabo and John's Joints coming up next. When the power goes out during a storm, are you ready? Well, right now, Hawkins Service Co. is offering $50 off generator service as their September special with reliable service and trusted techs. Hawkins keeps your home running when the grid doesn't. So don't wait for the next outage. Call Hawkins Service Co. today, 813-445-8209. They really do handle it all. HVAC, electrical, plumbing, pool repair. If you're not taking advantage of any of those other deals, let them know you heard about us talking about them on Senning Show. Boom, 10% off right there. You can always book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands is back. 102.5 The Bone and Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is inviting all Tampa Bay area bands to compete in the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands. The winner's music will be showcased on the radio, and they will open an upcoming show. Now for the important part, and we can't stress this enough. If you have a good band, we want to hear from you. Now, you can apply if you suck, but we want to hear from the best bands in Tampa. Submissions are now being Bidding accepted. Submit your band's info now by visiting TampaHardRock.com. Deadline to submit your entry is Sunday, October 12th. More details at theboneonline.com. Don't miss your chance to compete and be crowned the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands champion. 102.5 The Bone supports live music in Tampa Bay, and we want you to show us what you got. From the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. The free credit 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Get ready for an epic engagement event at International Diamond Center. 3 days, September 26th through 28th. IDC's flying in the entire collections. All the newest styles from both Tacori and Veragio. Hundreds of new rings to choose from. Tacori and Veragio, the world's two premier ring designers, together on the IDC stage with special incentives or zero interest financing through 2028. See Tacori's latest, handcrafted by true California artisans with exquisite detail. And from New York, see the newest creations from Veragio. Unique, distinctive, and personalized. Buy any Tacori or Veragio ring at this event and get a $500 IDC gift card. Buy the engagement ring with a matching wedding band and get a $1,000 gift card. Also, check out new fine jewelry from these renowned designers. Let the experts at IDC help you find both the perfect ring and the most dazzling diamond during this incredible 3-day event. Get the guaranteed best price, up to $1,500 in savings, or interest-free financing till 2028. It's September 26th, 27th, and 28th, and only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning, and in one moment, everything changes or ends. I'm Frank Maldonado, owner of Lifeguard Imaging. I started this company after losing my father to pancreatic cancer. His diagnosis came too late. I promised myself I would help as many families as possible avoid such a painful, tragic loss. Heart disease and cancer remain the top 2 killers in America, and too often they strike without a single symptom. You've worked your entire life to enjoy time with family and living life, not battling a deadly disease. At Lifeguard Imaging, our high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer before symptoms appear, early enough to take action, early enough to save lives. The scan is quick, painless, and could prevent a tragedy and help you enjoy more memories with your family. Right now, all first-time consultations include a free heart scan valued at $599. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today, because the scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-998-0633. 800-998-0633. That's 800-998-0633.
You hear that?
That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Open Phone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richie. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richie, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richie.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's time to fire up John's Joints.
Screen door cracks, ball game on. Man on the porch singing baritone.
I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. And when we burn down these joints, it wouldn't be a proper rotation without the one and only Drew Garabo. What's up?
Hi, guys. Isn't it great when you got a couple of different joints going a couple of different directions?
You really do, yeah. There was actually, I won't incriminate anybody, but there was a couple of those circles at the Beach Bash where it's almost like everybody brings their own, and it's just, there's never a moment in the circle. There's never a lull in the circle.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I said that. And in fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, these three of us plus
I think,
one
plus,
Ian Beckles.
And that's the thing is Ian, he's going to put everybody else in the circle to shame with whatever he brings to the table.
No question.
The man, let's just say he prepares in a way that is unlike most. He puts a lot of love in preparation into everything he does, including what he brings to the circle.
Quite dignified indeed, John.
Absolutely. I meant to give a shout out to the Cambria Hotel down in Madeira Beach. My mom just texted me. They decided to make a last-minute trip to town.
Yeah.
I got a text yesterday morning that said, hey, we're going to come to town. And, what do you think? So we've gone to the Mike Alstott weekend time and time again in Cambria. So I said, let's see if we can get you in the Cambria. And they were able to get in there. So fine folks at the Cambria. If you've never stayed at that place, beautiful. Probably the best sunset rooftop bar on the beach that you're going to find.
Because it's great. Did they give you a little break on the room rate?
I think so.
Good.
I don't know.
They should.
I don't know exactly, but everybody's happy. I just got the text 2 seconds ago. They just checked in, and my mom said, "Oh my God, this place is amazing," and it is.
What's your only complaint about the Cambria Hotel? Because I have one, and it's not that big of a complaint, but it is a knock on the place. 2 words.
No large bathtubs. No jacuzzi tubs in all the rooms.
Okay, well, then now I've got
jacuzzi tub, 2 words.
Slow elevator.
Oh, yeah, that elevator is take the stairs.
Mad slow.
Take the stairs.
she still stops by.
White people problems.
It is. It really, truly is. Flags up, limes in. The season is heating up. You're going to be able to catch all the football action with Corona on Sunday at noon at Duke's Brew House in Brandon, and Sunday afternoon at 4 at Goose's Sports Bar in Largo. My friends at Corona are giving you the chance to score tickets to Bucs games, including that VIP pirate ship access or a custom Corona Bucs Yeti cooler. Find out where you can win all season long at coronafootball.com. This is a big deal. Everybody's very excited. Corona, now an official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fire the cannons.
Flags out, limes in.
Flags up, limes in.
Flags up, limes in.
Did you see? I wish I would have. I think it happened during the show, so I didn't get a chance to edit it up. But did you see Baker's remarks? They asked him pretty much, like, how were you able to take that beating? Because there were people that thought maybe he was hurt. There are images of his leg being bent backwards. Then, right before he started talking trash, he was holding his leg. And they said, how are you able to, just go through all of that and keep it going? Simple response: we don't take any S. That was his quick response from just a couple hours ago.
What a dog.
In the creamsicle. And I don't want to say that I'm hoping for a blowout, but I think that what are the Jets going to do at quarterback?
I don't know. I don't know who they've brought in. Justin Fields is hurt.
Is hurt, yeah. So I don't know how much that will affect them. I mean, they've been fairly decent in the post Aaron Rodgers era, but I'm hoping for a big win in those white throwbacks for the first time in a long time.
Perennial backup in the NFL, Tyrod Taylor will start.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
He's really good if you got a starting quarterback who's hurt.
Didn't he get the Didn't he have the crazy story where like someone on the sideline like jabbed a needle into his heart or his chest or something? Am I making this up?
Jabbed a needle into Tyrod Taylor's chest?
Did I just totally make that up?
I don't know. I don't think I've heard that. I remember him. I think, wasn't he part of that gambling fracas in the locker room where somebody punched him and broke his jaw?
I'm not sure, but this was true. In September of 2020, Tyrod Taylor suffered a punctured lung when a team doctor accidentally inserted a needle too deep while administering a pain-killing injection for a fractured rib. The resulting medical incident prevented Taylor from starting the next game. And
that's not what I pictured when you said it.
Same, like a fan stabbing him.
Thank you.
Sorry. That's what I thought too. Tyrod, take that.
Sorry.
We should talk about that at the start of every NFL season. That
No, that did not. That it was a doctor. Trusting doctors is a crazy thing,
isn't
because
it?
nobody ever tells you not to trust a doctor. And I don't know that you should make a habit of not trusting doctors, but there is something about the just blind trust that I think the majority of the population has when they go to see a doctor.
You shouldn't have blind trust. And if you do have questions about your care or procedures, you should ask, if not challenge them. You'll find out some things. They do make mistakes. They're people.
Yeah, they absolutely. And I mean, you hear about those like malpractice cases and things, and it's just, I think there's a God complex probably that comes with being a doctor, but it's also, I think, in the way how people see them. Not necessarily as a god, but as somebody who's going to save them, somebody who is there to only help them and couldn't possibly do anything that would ultimately hurt them. That's just not the case.
Dude, I got a buddy, Jack Shepard, Dr. Jack Shepard. His dad was a doctor too, and he was performing surgery, showed up to the operating room drunk. And my buddy, Dr. Jack Shepard, he had to friggin' go through a whole bunch of like, do I report my dad? Do I not? Then he ends up on the Oceania flight that crashes and ends up on the island.
Is this this is Lost?
Live together, die alone.
Are you a Lost guy? You're a Lost guy too, aren't you?
Yep.
So great.
Yeah. It was a great show. Well, it fell off after a certain part.
Well, the showrunners didn't know where they were going with it, and that shows. Like, if you don't have a defined plan of beginning, middle, end, you're going to flounder.
I heard they went on to like chat forums that were made for Lost, and they would read what people would put, and they go, "Oh my God, that's a great idea. Let's go that way with it," which is insane.
I'm having trouble remembering. I know that Diz did, but did you or did you not get into From? Did you ever try From?
I watched the first couple of episodes. I think I watched the whole first season.
Yeah. How many did it end up being? Three,
right?
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
And then you had to pay for the second and third.
Oh, that's what it was. They
what? Pay on what?
No, they looped you in. They gave, if I remember correctly, they put it like on Amazon Prime the first season, and then right when that was out and everybody was getting into it was when they released the second season. That was on MGM Plus, which you then had to pay for. So they got you hooked on Amazon Prime, and then without a shadow of a doubt, and it's not even close, the most bizarre show that we've ever gotten into and watched and liked. It's amazing that we made it through all 3 of those seasons. And then there's supposedly another one coming.
Worth finishing? Worth finishing or no?
Well, I feel like it's kind of going the way of Lost, where it's like there were some great ideas where like some of them led to things where like, that was it? And now it's at a point where I'm like, if I miss season 4, I'm not worried about it.
Right.
But at the same time, I guess I got to finish it.
You don't even know. It's really hard to follow.
Yeah.
It gets so convoluted. And I loved so much about it because, and I guess in a comparison to Lost, I always say I like things that are more rooted in reality.
Yeah.
So this had it's a plane crash. They're on an island. Dinosaurs or something do appear quickly. But this one was like you could be driving. All these people from different places around the country would be driving, and then they just end up in a town that's kind of an abandoned old town that they can then never leave. And yeah, I don't even remember. Then there was like creatures crawling through their skin, and some sort of like everybody has to lock themselves up at night because the monsters come out and kill people at night. It's very very weird. That's
related to television, John. Noah Wiley is so damn good in The Pit.
In The Pit?
My God.
I guess it's winning awards and stuff. He was in ER as well, right?
I guess I never watched ER, but yeah.
Yeah, and that show is it's in real time, which is pretty cool. Like every hour is an actual hour in a hospital, which is pretty fun to follow along.
Did you guys see the trailer for the new Paul Rudd movie and Jack Black?
I saw like a screen. Is it Anaconda? It's not Anaconda like the Anaconda.
No, it's based on that movie Anaconda, and they just get a bunch of money, and they're like, we got to reshoot a new version of Anaconda.
Oh, that's funny.
And the Anaconda they have dies, and they get chased by a real Anaconda. So it's a comedy horror, and it looks actually pretty fun.
That's kind of
pretty effing funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So it is tied to the original Anaconda, but also has nothing to do with Anaconda.
Yes, exactly.
You think we get a Ice Cube, J-Lo cameo?
You would have to
from this point, from the OG.
Who was in the sequel? Was it Ja Rule? Like, because I don't think they got Ice Cube. I think there was another rapper, maybe Nelly. I'm almost positive there was a rapper who was not Ice Cube in the second Anaconda.
Anacondas is what you're referring to, and it looks like who is that? Is that Tyrese? Nope, that's not.
No,
Tyrese.
Maurice
He's not
Chestnut.
a rapper. Oh yeah, who is it?
Maurice Chestnut.
Maurice Chestnut. Did they do?
He's also not a rapper.
Did they do a bunch of them? The Anacondas, the hunt for the
red blood or whatever?
The blood orchid.
Yeah.
I will say, it does feel like we're a little past due for a truly scary creature movie. You know what I mean? Like
it was all the craze back then.
Yeah, between Anacondas, between like Lake Placid with the alligator.
Oh, Bridget Fonda.
They've done all of these. They've done all of these movies where
Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, there was an era. Oh damn! There's been like 5 Anacondas.
What?
Anaconda Cursed Jungle, Anaconda Trail of Blood, Anaconda 3 Offspring.
Hey now.
The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Yeah, who knew the Anaconda franchise was running so strong all these years?
Is there Anaconda Don't Want None Unless You Got Buns?
I think that was a prequel actually. It came a bit before. Let me hit you with some news. The first one, I've got some not good news in here.
Oh.
Sometimes we're just going to dig into it.
Sure.
Tyler Robinson confessed to murdering Charlie Kirk in a chilling text exchange with his lover hours after allegedly carrying out the assassination, and left him a hidden note confessing to the plot. Less than 3 hours after the September 10th killing, the 22-year-old told his live-in partner that he had been planning the killing for weeks. And it's all right here. All of the text exchanges are laid out for the world to see. Drop what you're doing and look under my keyboard. The person responds, "What? You're joking, right?" The killer responds, "I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. I thought they caught the person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Hate being that guy. These text messages do not pass the smell test, even a little bit. They are absolutely insane.
All three of us have that same reaction.
Yeah.
That tells me a lot of people, this is hogwash.
It should have started with hey, it's your boyfriend, Tyler Robinson.
Yeah,
you
just
know
to let
me.
you know, I assassinated Mr. Kirk.
I mean, it is. So I don't know if you've caught any of this, but people are putting this chat into Chat GPT and saying, does this read like a legitimate conversation? And a lot of people are getting messages that say, no, the flow of the conversation is not conversational at all. There are far too many details that are unneeded. It feels like it's made up. It feels like if you wanted to dot every I and cross every T to make everybody believe that every detail has been taken care of, this is what you would write. And maybe it's not healthy to have that opinion. I don't know what good or bad it does. I'm only telling you that this does not feel legit when you read through this stuff.
It's this short of, I have been radicalized by the left and I must act out violently against this man.
Why? His partner says, why did I do it? Yeah. I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. And it goes on with just this insanely detailed text exchange.
So dumb. So, let's pull it back, way back when me and Will had a disagreement.
Okay.
And
I like where this is going.
Yeah, thank you. Me and him have a disagreement.
Are you Charlie Kirk in this story?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I
Who's
tell
Luigi?
Nicole, I punched Will in the face, and she goes, why'd you do it? I go, well, we had all these conversations. You know what I don't like about the guy. Why would you ask if you're the girl?
That's actually a great point in the sense of this is someone you live with that clearly knows what you're about.
Yes.
That they've got to then, in text, describe all of the details.
I went far enough to kill someone, but I never mentioned to you, the person I love, why I would even hate this person at all.
Dude, and this is where it gets even crazier when it comes to details. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The effing messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices bulge, ooh woo, on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm going to have to leave it. That really sucks. Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's gun does just fine. IDK. I think that was a $2,000 scope. Please delete this exchange. My dad wants photos of the rifles. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me right now, not answering. It's just, and the thing is that I do not have a theory of why. I don't know what, I won't claim to think that I have an idea of why this has been faked. If it has been faked, who is to blame? There's no boundary in this current moment in time in our country on conspiracy theories. It used to kind of just belong to a sect of people. Now, you kind of alluded to it a little bit. You could say, oh, well, they wanted to do this to make a certain group of people look bad. You have a whole section of the right wing right now that's saying Charlie Kirk was being pressured by Israel and all of these other people, and they wanted him to take money, and he was, fighting with them to the last, till his final days. There is so many different theories on why or how this could have happened, but everything about these texts that they released feels weird and wrong and ultimately not real.
And if you're put off by us discussing this, which I understand a lot of people held this man in high reverence and high regard, but I think we should talk about these things. And that's why this clampdown on hate speech from Pam Bondi doesn't sit well with me, because I think we should encourage each other to have dialogues, especially in uncomfortable places.
Yeah, and I think at the same time, while this just automatically read it and go, what kind of person that plotted this all out and did all this is going to text like this, and how does it all ever happen? At the end of the day, nobody will be able to fully probably ever know. Things like this never really get figured out. And I always say, some things are just things. Like, nothing can be what they tell you anymore. If you got a hurricane that comes through Florida and floods out North Carolina, social media is flooded with the fact that the Democrats controlled the storm and took it into an area full of maggots. Like, nothing can just be. So you take something like this, which is one of the bigger things that has happened in this country in a minute. Of course, everybody's going to have theories. And when you throw stuff like this on top of it, it's how could you not? How could you not have a theory, whoever you are? So, it doesn't lead us to an answer, but I think people can have an opinion, and the overwhelming opinion is these feel weird and wrong.
Yeah, and it's quite possible that they release these fake text conversations, but they still have a mountain of evidence against this kid. They just wanted to have an airtight case. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't. And who knows? I don't really trust anything ever anymore. So
nor should you.
I'm sure he'll be. The other thing that has me concerned is that they're talking a lot about how he's on suicide watch, and if that happened at this point, I don't know how they could, if there was something nefarious going on, how you could have the plan B for this guy to kill himself. Because
Right.
I think that will cause. But who the hell knows? In a good way, I probably thought the aftermath of what happened would be worse. I mean, we're in a better place than I thought. People fighting, people mad on social media, people getting fired from their jobs, all of those different things. But we're not, at least at this moment, seeing a backlash of violence. And, the news cycle is so quick nowadays that it's not gone, but it won't be the one thing that everybody's talking about soon enough.
Yeah, and if the worst things that happen are a lady getting pushed in the Villages and some kid wearing a MAGA hat to school, and he gets confronted, if that's the worst that happens between the sides, then we're okay.
Yeah. This story out of Orlando, it's only a one-man job, but Drew, I think you'll appreciate it that it gave me major Animal Kingdom vibes, because this was not just your run-of-the-mill robbery. It looks like somebody put a lot of thought and effort into robbing a popular restaurant at Disney Springs. The Orange County Sheriff's Office is investigating a reported robbery overnight at Paddlefish, a popular restaurant in Disney Springs. According to the incident report, shortly after midnight on Monday, September 15th, a man wearing all black clothing and goggles entered the manager's office and ordered the people inside down onto their knees. The man left after 2 minutes, which is when the employees then called 911. The incident report, however, several portions are redacted. They released a photo from the surveillance camera of the alleged suspect. So he's got a full face mask on with goggles. And I think you would know, to me, it looks like he's about to spray paint on the camera. But they say in the article that it is not immediately clear what the object in his hand was. I would think if he spray painted their surveillance camera, that they would know that. Deputies also said the suspect was not armed, nor did he imply that he was armed.
They just gave him the money.
They did. One of the victims told deputies that he was completing paperwork and putting cash into the safe. When the suspect entered the room, the suspect told them, "Get down and close your eyes." The report said money and cash were stolen, though it's not exactly clear how much. There are 2 charges on the report for robbery, which list a range between $10,000 and $20,000. Must be an inside job.
Has to
be. Yeah. Former angry employee who knew the process. I mean, the fact that this guy shows up right when the manager is into the safe, inside job, either he knew it or somebody that's in the restaurant was working on behalf of him to say, okay, he's in the office right now. He's going to be pulling out the cash from the from whatever it is.
It's kind of like the unknown caller when they were seeing when text messages were sent and then checking the surveillance to see who sent a text message around that time. Same thing needs to happen here.
Man, you didn't watch that yet, did you?
No.
The high school. It was funny because you said, well, I know what happened, so I don't know if I should watch it. And I said, I actually think there's a value to watching it when you know what happens. Diz watched it after knowing. This is the high school catfish show. And he said the same thing, where it might somehow be more entertaining from beginning to end going in, knowing what happens, because you're looking at this lady trying to compute what she's doing there and what she's saying. And I almost wondered if early on in the movie, they're like, hey, we need you to act like you're not the lady. We need you to act aloof. Because she's like, we're trying to find out who this bad person was. And
he spent hours all night together.
We're all trying to find who the hot dog costume
is. It's a very major hot dog costume. I think you should leave vibes.
With this heist, though, all I can think about is them in complete silence when this guy's walking out and it's because his feet are all wet because he was swimming in that awful lagoon. Because that restaurant, it used to be the Empress Lily. It's on a boat. It's like the restaurant itself.
Wait, so did this
is
guy
a steamship?
Does it mean he had to have swam there?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought that's what the thing was. And he came through the piping.
Yeah, he swam up and then got the money and then swam off. They're never going to catch him.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he was wearing a wetsuit and goggles. Oh man,
how rad,
dude! That is
it's a great robbery.
I mean, it really
awesome
is.
robbery.
It is, dude. This is a one-man job, but like that's what this Animal Kingdom show is all about.
Oh,
like
this
this
type of stuff?
family
Yep.
has these super in-depth crimes and robberies and heists that they do that you just watch unfold in real time. And every time you think there's a little problem with their plan, they have it second guessed, and it's they do something like this. They get in the wetsuits and rob a Disney restaurant just the same.
Dude, Craig would have gotten a job as a waiter at the place and tipped his brothers off and told him everything. Absolutely.
You're absolutely correct.
Love him. What's going? Are you making any more progress?
We've been on a little bit of a pause.
Okay.
I've kind of had a busier night this week during the week, so yeah, I haven't made any progress. The lady did come back that was that Craig was with. That they they stole everything from the house.
Yeah,
she just showed back up, and I'll have to. Tonight will be a night where we'll get a few in, so I'll let you know.
I liked Craig a lot until he ripped her off. Like she was. No, it already happened. She left. She owed.
What else you want to tell us?
Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri. This way, you just literally can't talk about TV shows with people. Like you really can't. Like you and the guy in the comment section on Instagram are now bonded for life. Like I hate to say it, but
you already got that.
Haley Joel Osment can see dead
I
people.
told you she just came back.
Yeah, but before she left,
they smoked crack in the pool together, and then he woke up with a love note on his chest.
Oh, different lady.
Oh, the lady that OD'd and he left her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's
we're
what I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so no spoilers?
Nope,
No
we're
spoilers.
good. We're in the clear.
No. Phew. But you're talking about the kind of Asian-looking lady. She's hot.
Yeah, she's super hot. Pinellas County Sheriff
this up.
Bob Gualtieri says deputies with the agency will follow new guidance allowing the open carry of firearms, despite the fact that a ban is still in place for 10 more days. His statement comes one day after Attorney General James Upmeyer issued a letter directing state prosecutors and law enforcement to stop enforcing the long-standing open carry ban in compliance with an appeals court ruling that was struck down last week. Upmeyer asked law enforcement and prosecutors to refrain from arresting or putting on trial law-abiding citizens carrying a firearm in a manner that is visible to others. Now, I know this may not be the room to ask this to, but maybe not. I don't, and I'm not anti-gun guy. Have your gun, bang, bang.
Sure.
But, like, what is the inherent value to fighting for the right for everybody to see your gun when you have it?
I don't understand it. I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did. You think it maybe because it'd be a deterrent to crime?
Maybe.
If you're going to pick somebody's pocket and you go, oh, he's got a Smith & Wesson.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Why is open carry good? Let's see if that's good enough to come up with. What are the benefits of open carry?
Here we go.
Immediate access. An openly carried firearm also provides immediate access, which can be viewed as beneficial in high-stress situations. However, the differences in draw time between concealed and open carry can be negligible with proper training and practice.
All right.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I don't know that we're ever going to be Texas, and I'm sure some parts of Florida will be different, but I don't get a boner for the idea of everybody having a gun on their hip at all times. I'm happy with people having them. Sure. And I think I'm a big believer in a lot of situations. The only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. I just have never really understood, now that I've learned it's just quicker to get your gun out, the fight for it. Other than I guess you just believe this is my right and I shouldn't have to hide it. I have a right to have it, and I have a right for it to be right on my hip. Pow, pow.
Now, this does not apply to long guns, correct? Like, you can't just walk around with an AR.
I don't believe so. I don't.
Just got a rocket launcher with me.
I don't believe that it does. It's too bad that it covers that. Let's step aside for a moment. When we get back, I've got a couple things that I'm excited to talk about. They're both borderline food items. One of the biggest burger chains in America is changing the recipe on their burgers, and they're going to now include something that is very, very controversial, and I love it. The other one, Olive Garden hate related, right up your alley.
Oh, yes.
Drew. We'll get to both of those and a bunch more coming up next on more Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. Change Change is always happening. It is part of life when it comes to the music and the movies and the shows that we watch. Change is all around us. Songs get written, rewritten, movies rebooted. Even the artists themselves come and go. Maybe your taste in entertainment changes. But no matter how much things change in the next 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same, and that's the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that will stay exactly the same. If you're surprised, good. Life is full of surprises. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Lock it in. You can learn more at Xfinity.com/deals.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Hillsborough, a crash westbound I-4 before the interchange with 275. 2 right lanes blocked. Crew on the scene. Slick roadways, too. Pretty sizable back up to the Selma connector. A crash on Dr. King, eastbound and westbound at around North 30th Street. Intermediate backup could get worse. A number of other weather-related delays. In Pinellas, a crash in Seminole. Park Boulevard westbound at 113th Street. Eastbound traffic, too. Seminole Boulevard southbound also delayed at Park. Lakeview Road still dealing with that crash between Dr. King Avenue and Missouri Avenue. Eastbound and westbound traffic there. This is Eric with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to the erexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Most people don't trust dealer advertising, and I don't blame them because most dealer advertising is misleading. You hear ads claiming huge discounts, but when you get to the final paperwork, they've added all sorts of things to the card that you don't want, but you're forced to pay for or walk away. It can be fabric protection, paint sealant, you name it. And these costly add-ons can run up to $3,500. And then they add another $1,000 to $1,500 dealer fee. It's insane, and it only works because they've worn the customer down. At Stingray, we don't operate that way. There is no dealer fee or dealer ad. Right now, when you trade in a 2011 or newer vehicle, you can save over $9,000 on a 2025 Silverado. No ads, just tax, title, and tag. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
If we lived in the north, we'd already be feeling some cooler weather by now, but we live in this paradise known as Florida, so we have to deal with these hot temperatures almost year-round. If you have an older house and outdated, inefficient windows, you need to call WeatherTight Windows. New energy-efficient windows from WeatherTight Windows will cut down on your electric bills immediately. Give WeatherTight a call today and tell them Mike Kelta sent you.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. and we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richie. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richie, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richie.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Climate Design Home Services. They really know their stuff. Climate Design has installed Trane heating and cooling systems for over 50 years. So put their experience to work for you. Visit climatedesign.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Showers and thundershowers gradually ending this evening. Some of the rain is going to be locally heavy. We'll bottom out in the mid-70s by Thursday morning. Mixed sun and clouds coming up on Thursday. A small chance of a few showers and storms, and we'll see high temperatures up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
I'm tired of having my patience tested. Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Janks. Drew Garabo live coming up in about 20 minutes. He'll have your next chance at $1,000 with a bone bonus at 5 o'clock. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And that is Drew Garabo.
Cashed out whiskey and weed.
Hell yeah. This, for some reason, gives me, like, I love Cashed Out, all of their stuff, but this song, when I first heard it, gives me almost like something about it gives me like an early 2000s, like almost R&B vibe to it.
Yeah. I like that.
It almost could make it into the mix. Almost.
Oh, so close. Do you follow the dude on Instagram, the black dude with the gray beard who does different versions of popular songs?
Oh, yes. I've seen him. Like, he does something he did went super viral. Like, like a disturbed version of Shaggy.
Yeah. So the same guy did a soul version of Say It Ain't So by Weezer, and I just saw it this morning, and it's that song works so well as a soul song.
Dude, you know what? You just made me think of something else. I don't know if you guys talked about it. I want to say I sent it to myself right after it happened. It just on topic but off topic. Stand by.
Standing.
When it comes to musical mashups and things like that. everybody was talking about it right after it happened. It was near the beginning of the month. Offset and shout out to your dude Kenneth. Offset and Jid performed Bodies with Drowning Pool on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Shout out to Kenneth. We love you, buddy.
Where
Miss
is
you.
Kenneth?
Retired from that Publix, bought a house out in Lakeland or Plant City, and I haven't seen him since. Miss you, bud.
When I see videos like this, and I've thought this forever, and obviously as a new metal kid that came up with the Kid Rock earlier and Limp Bizkit, I just feel like there's more of a place for rap with a heavy rock edge. I'm surprised more people aren't trying it, and that there's not really at this moment, I don't think there's a mainstream lane for it. I don't know who the last successful rapper with a rock band was over the past since the early 2000s.
Yeah, so like Jay-Z, Linkin Park.
Oh, that was the pinnacle. That was the pinnacle for me. That was so good.
This is pretty good though. I think that's Jid. And the Drowning Pool guy is not. That's not the Drowning Pool guy anymore.
I think he's dead, right?
You got a new guy. He looks cool.
Wait, Wes Scantlin's Puddle of Mud, right?
Yes.
I always get those two confused.
We love to talk about restaurant stuff, and I'm curious what the average server would think about this. A popular foodie TikToker eating her way through the Big Apple has ignited a firestorm over the use of her discreet Meta recording eyeglasses, which videotapes her waiters as she does her whole shtick. Critics are calling the glasses hypocritical and creepy, considering the online star goes to great lengths to keep her own identity a secret. But the 22-year-old mastermind behind Elizabeth Eats NYC is delivering a message to her haters through the New York Post. Get off your high horse and enjoy the show. She says, holding a camera isn't practical for me. I move around a lot, engage with people in real time, and the glasses let me film without a big intrusive camera. The problem is not everybody that she's recording is in on it. So she goes and has these experiences with servers while recording them, and they don't know anything about it.
You got to have them sign off before you put it on social media, right?
They help me. I don't think you do. I mean, per the law, I don't think you do. They help me keep interactions genuine and spontaneous while still creating high-quality content. She explained the Meta glasses, which retail for $380, have been part of Elizabeth's approach since she first started her foodie account. She said she has a hand tremor, which makes it impossible to hold a camera. She said after witnessing other foodie influencers get mobbed by fans, she made a conscious decision to try and keep her identity a secret. Now, that part alone does make her seem like a hypocrite.
It does.
That nobody can know who she is, but she will record strangers for hours on end without them even knowing that they're being filmed.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Thousands of viewers have fumed on social media, with one saying she ambushes people and records them without realizing. A 10-second clip, someone who isn't on the internet, is way different than a 10-second clip of me, where there's so much connotation of things that can happen, she says. So not a good look, but this is scratching the surface, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This wouldn't surprise me if at some point, and I thought they would have blown up a little bit already, way more people will have these glasses or some version of them where you are surfing the internet or doing whatever right there in your own eyeballs and that's just the precursor until they put the chip in our head so that we don't even need the glasses. We just go, Google this for me, would you? And then it's just in your brain and in your face and in your head.
Dude, how much of a pain in the ass is it for a restaurant owner to deal with food influencers who are always hitting them up like, I'll give you great publicity if you give me a free meal.
You know what? I don't think so. I look at it the other way. I think the food influencer has become a hack to the system. That's my take on seeing certain places around town that when you talk to normal, average, everyday people and maybe even look at the reviews, you can see it's okay. They're okay places. You get the right influencer, or you get 5 or 10 different influencers who are being paid or encouraged, to give you a certain type of review and portray you in a certain way. I think it's kind of become a hack to the system because they take such good care of these people. Right. They roll out the red carpet. They then get 500,000 local views on it. People flock there, and it may not be a true representation of what's really going on with your restaurant.
Well, that's a good observation. In fact, I'd like to announce I'm open for business as a food influencer. Any restaurant owners want to hit me up, I'll give you nothing but glowing reviews.
There's something to it.
I can be bought.
This is my most exciting story of the day.
Here we go.
It's not going to be yours, and it's not going to be anybody else's. Diz, you're a Wendy's guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about the fact that you love Wendy's. I saw that, I believe, the post-engagement meal for Chad and Carmen was a Wendy's meal. Yep. So I know that they're big Wendy's people.
I respect that.
And I think it's a damn fine burger. Like, if we're talking fast food burgers, it's damn fine. I love me a junior bacon cheeseburger. But they're making a switch that brings me so much joy that, to me, if I had to tell you, I think is a key ingredient to a great burger. And a lot of people hate it. Wendy's announced that they are switching from whole leaf romaine lettuce to shredded iceberg lettuce.
That's interesting.
I love it.
You like shredded lettuce on your burger?
I love, dude. On my subs.
That makes sense.
Subs, sure.
Burger. I mean, yes. Anything that would be a sandwich that I would want lettuce on, I would prefer the iceberg shredded. There's something about the freshness and the crispness and the coolness of it. I don't like biting into a single leaf of lettuce. I like it all to just kind of munch down in a single bite. And they say it's to improve lettuce consistency and maintain a reliable supply. As a man who appreciates Wendy's, this to me has changed the game.
Bring back the super bar.
It might be actually, as I'm hearing it, I'm like, that sounds like it sucks. But one of the biggest issues I have with Wendy's is when they just give you that big hunk of piece of lettuce.
Yeah.
And now you got to.
It really is.
It's basically
it's like
lettuce. Yeah. I hate that. So,
I'm thinking about Mickey D's, and they must stock both because, like, a Big Mac comes with shredded lettuce.
Yes, it does.
But then some of the other burgers, I think, come with.
They do?
I come with a
leaf lettuce?
Yeah, with a leaf lettuce.
Huh.
So,
like they're like chicken sandwiches. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Dude, that's super bar.
I'm a sucker for shredded lettuce. That's all there is. That's all there is to it.
You guys are old enough to remember when Wendy's had the super bar, right?
I don't know that I ever experienced it.
Yeah, I know of it. I just never had it.
It was just salad bar, right? I mean, I don't want to downplay it, but it was a salad bar.
It's like calling sweet tomatoes a salad bar. Yeah, I mean, it had everything from gelatinous strawberries, banana pudding. Oh,
that sounds great for someone under 10. You know what I mean? That's how old I was. So there's no way I was wanting that.
That is true. Yeah. The younger, it took me much older in life to appreciate a proper salad bar.
Okay. This had enough kid stuff on it.
The sweet tomatoes of the world, the garden bar at Ruby Tuesday. A solid staple that's very near and dear to my heart.
You know who's got the sneaky good salad bar? Texas de Brazil.
Oh, dude, that's phenomenal. That's a salad bar on steroids.
Yeah,
that is.
They want you to fill up there so that you're not bothering the gauchos.
Less meat. Dude, this story is so funny, and it's got an element of Drew Garabo in it because. I think it's fair to say that you're pretty heavy-handed on Olive Garden.
Well, I just like authentic Italian cuisine, and that ain't it.
So I never had heard this story in my life, but there was an old lady who was a newspaper columnist, and maybe you'll remember it when it originally happened. She became a social media sensation because of a review that she did for Olive Garden, and it caught a bunch of fire to the point to where Anthony Bourdain had to come in and defend her. So the story is that she died, R.I.P. She was 99 years old. Oh. Hell of a run. Good on you, sister. Her name is Marilyn Haggerty. So in 2012, in this small North Dakota paper, she wrote a food review on the Olive Garden and said it was unique and authentic, coming from a grandmother in North Dakota. In the review, she famously wrote in praise of the chain's chicken Alfredo as a warm and comforting on a cold day. Ugh. As I ate, I noticed the vases and the planters with permanent flower displays on the ledges. There are several dining areas with arched doorways and their fireplace that adds a warmth to the decor. It's spread on social media, and people, I don't want to say this, but like Drew Garabo, that found it offensive that she loved it so much, came for her. They came for her to the point to where one of the goats of food, television, and really just good times had to come to her defense. The media attention even drew in famed chef and TV host Anthony Bourdain, who defended Haggerty to the ends of the earth on social media from those who ridiculed her and her embrace of Olive Garden. He met with her and went on to publish a book of her columns and also wrote a foreword for her eventual book. In 2014 interview, Haggerty said the response to the review was unbelievable, including countless emails and phone calls, as well as TV interviews and a tour of the headquarters of Olive Garden.
I mean, she's a sweet old lady, you know, like, and she's from North Dakota. What does that lady know about authentic Italian cuisine?
Exactly. Well, you know,
nothing.
I mean, Olive Garden is, you know.
I don't mean this in an offensive way, but that'd be like having John Senning review your ravioli when we all know that his alpha ravioli is Chef Boyardee.
I was going to say, it would be like John Senning reviewing your ravioli if you're anybody other than Chef Boyardee. Like, everybody else is not safe. The chef is safe. Just so you know. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next, and it all gets kicked off with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. I'll be hanging out with the boys, Mo, Drew, and Jacob 2 times coming up next. Thank you very much for everything, Diz. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you, Trey Lawson. Keep an eye out on social media. October 11th. For that barrel pick bottle. All proceeds go to the Mike Alstott Family Foundation. Appreciate the A-Train picking up the call. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back live with Senning Show tomorrow at 1 p.m. But before I go, let me tell you about Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, and an amazing staff that are going to take care of every little detail you can imagine. And that unlimited membership plan is really the way to go, especially if you like to keep your car clean every single day. A lot of things working against you here in the state of Florida. Go unlimited and be clean every day. Locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and the newest in Spring Hill. Get in there, get it clean, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time. Bull down. Keep it locked to the bone, baby.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. The Bone bonus is back. Sponsored by #1 rated New South Windows. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, 275 north, a crash at 2 right lanes blocked around 4th Street North. Fire rescue on the scene there. Stop and go not quite to Roosevelt. Dr. King Street, also a crash northbound around 116th Avenue. Southbound 19, a crash at Nebraska. Back beyond Highlands Boulevard, northbound traffic affected a bit. 34th Street North at 22nd Avenue has a crash as well. In Hillsborough, westbound I-4, a little better, but still lane blockage due to that crash. Approaching the 275 interchange. 75 south, an accident south of 301. Backing up traffic to Fletcher. Northbound Florida Avenue in downtown, a crash at Jackson Street. Back to the Selman. This is Eric with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah is ready to cook. Tampa.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during truck month, we say yes to 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 Silverado 1500 LD for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text free
Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
The wait is over. 4 superstars back on The Voice, including the one and only Snoop Dogg.
My ears are anxious to hear and feel what they have to bring.
2-time winning coaches Michael Bublé and Niall Horan.
Oh, it's good to be back. This is my dream come true.
And the queen herself, Reba McEntire.
I get to tell them what to do like a big sister.
Whose team are you on?
Now the party can start. Yeehaw!
The Voice returns Monday on NBC.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Getting a new fence doesn't need to be a hassle. The pros at Fence Outlet will help you with everything from start to finish, including measurements, ordering materials, dealing with local ordinances, and complete installation. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sick and tired about the weather knocking out power or even worse, damaging appliances. Call Climate Design Home Services at 727-295-1572 or visit climatedesign.com. Not only can Climate Design protect your appliances and home's electrical system with a whole home surge protector, but they can also install standby generators. Climate Design Home Services is your go-to home services provider when it comes to storm preparation. Don't risk your power and your valuable appliances during this year's storm season. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and get the electrical protection that your home needs. Again, it's 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com, 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan.